Hello, everyone. Good thing I got a, heads up this morning that StreamYard was already being utterly ridiculous. Shout out to Jess for telling me this morning because it just already buffered and I don't know what the deal is with that. It says connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try and plugging in. There's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is literally at top. So I don't understand what the actual fuck is going on here. But we'll work with it, right? We will freaking work with it today. We will, right? Go Pats! Whoop whoop! Go Patriots! This is my he's retired, right? But this is my number 87. Do you guys know who number 87 is? If you don't, we can't be friends anymore because he's my favorite player. We have met him. He has danced with my daughter at Boston Children's Hospital, and he's an amazing human. Can anybody guess? Does anybody know the number? You have to. Come on, guys. You have to know the number. Is what real? It looks real, right? I look like a human. This looks like a show. So I would say, yeah, it's real for 700, Alex. It's real. Right? Go Patriots, bitches. Okay, well, since y'all didn't guess who it is, it's Gronkowski, my friends. Mr. Rob Gronkowski. He's now retired, obviously. But, you know. Yes. Yes, Grave. It is Gronkowski. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Donna. Shout out to Donna, by the way. She sent a $20 donation literally right as I was starting the show. So thank you, Donna. We appreciate you, my friends. We appreciate you. Yes, Gronkski. Who's ignoring calls? Nobody does such things. Nobody does such things. I don't ignore anybody's calls unless I'm live. And then, well, you have to call me when I'm not live. Right? Right? They're my two favorites. Gronk and Brady. Them dudes. I did not. I answered. I answered said call. What you mean? What you mean? No, he didn't. Okay, well, good thing I listened to like almost the whole thing except for like the last 10 minutes. So good thing, huh? Deleted the entire thing. Oh, I appreciate you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. I love your stinking face, though. Okay. All right. So, some good thing. I can't believe he deleted it. Why? Why keep doing that? Why keep putting it behind a paywall, right? Or deleting it? I don't understand that concept. I'm not understanding why. Why do that, right? So it kind of went down last night on JFK's show between JFK, James Jackson, and the Galera. The Galera, right? So, I mean, he did get fired up, but if I was him, he said he was going to slap the Galera. I don't know if you all saw whoever was there watching, but I did, I know. I like, so I'll tell you guys a story about why I was awake that fucking early in the morning for no actual real fucking reason. And you're going to be like, you can't make this shit up. I'm telling you. Yeah, different JFK, kiddo. Different JFK. So, hey, you didn't miss much. We just came on. We're only 6 minutes in, my dude. 6 minutes in, Benny. So, James Jackson did get a little fired up. All right, he got a little fired up. But after he said he was going to slap the Galera, I said, bro, I was in the chat and I was like, you know what? I will powder you up before you slap him. How about that? I will totally powder you up, James Jackson. I will powder you the fuck up. You know? You know what I'm saying? I'll just powder you up real quick before you slap him. It's fine. Listen, sometimes people like that, like, they need a good bitch slap. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Don't choose violence today, folks. But, sometimes I have to choose violence. Sometimes. Once in a blue moon, I choose violence. You fuck with my children. You fuck with my family. You fuck with the people that I love and I care about, my friends who are like family to me. And sometimes I might choose violence. I'm just saying. They didn't talk to me. People in chat did, and then there were also some trolls. So there were some people who are here who watch us, like Emily, and some other people who saw me who were like, "Oh, hey, Twisted, how are you? It's nice to see you." And then, of course, there were some of the, FKR, Free Karen Reed, Turtle Rider people who are like, "Why is Twisted here?" Because I fucking can be. That's why. because you just don't like the truth that's being spit about your boy. Your boy, right? Somebody get the man a fucking car seat, right? His little toddler arms. He needs a car seat. He needs to be strapped into that shit. Need to be strapped. Listen, you guys can co-host, but not today. Not today. I told you, we can set this up where you could co-host. It would be a hilarious show with my kids, my older kids. It would be pretty funny. If you think I'm a sarcastic asshole, got another thing coming. My kids are also sarcastic assholes, but they can do that because my oldest is an adult and she can be a sarcastic asshole. I know it was tomfoolery. We do no such things here, ma'am. Tomfoolery are no such things. We don't do such things as tomfoolery. We would never have shenanigans on the Twisted Tragedy show. We don't know what the fuck you say. Yes, I appreciate that, Emily. That was very kind of you. Because half those people don't even know me. That's the funny part. They're told by the turtle. They're told by the sewer turtle to just not like me, so they just don't. And it's like, that's the kind of mob mentality that we really need to break. It's a little ridiculous, right? Like a little, they were going at it. They were going at it pretty fucking hard. All right. Pretty hard. But, you know, little Jojo is scamming again. Oh boy, that's no good. Wait, is that what happened? Is that what you're trying to tell me this morning on the phone? Is that what happened? God, please don't tell me that's what happened. For the love of Pete. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah. Listen, I have 3 daughters because God decided that he was going to bless me with crotch goblins of the woman kind, right? And it was a funny joke. It was a funny joke that God played on me and was like, ha ha ha. You got into some shenanigans and some tomfoolery when you were little. You gonna get daughters, motherfuckers. You gonna get daughters. And no, I'm kidding. My kids are awesome. My kids are awesome. They're intelligent. They're smart. They're brave. They're kind. And there's no better people. Yeah, she ain't getting another one. She don't need another one. She does not need another one. My little one has asked multiple times for a sibling, like a baby sister. And I'm like, you have older sisters. You don't need baby sisters, little kid. No, ma'am. No, we're not. This baby factory is fucking shut down. It is closed. That shit broke down. Can't fix it. The parts don't work anymore. They're not in stock. Sorry, but the parts are not in stock anymore. So there's no baby factory happening here. That shit was closed down. Done. Okay, done. Penny, I told him I was going to powder him up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, James Jackson, I will powder you up, my dude. I will totally powder you up for that one. He actually said, I'm going to smack the shit out you. What? Oh, shit. James Jackson said he was going to smack the shit out of him. It was kind of like a bad car accident. You couldn't look away. Couldn't look a fucking way, man. You just couldn't. This was like, what in the actual fuck is going on right now? Just lots of screaming and yelling. He does a lot of stuff at Children's Hospital. I absolutely love Gronk for that. And it's funny because we tweeted at him, right? I tweeted at him while my daughter was in Children's. And I was like, it would be really nice if you visited. My daughter's on this floor, blah, 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 whatever, right? So my daughter literally calls me from the hospital the next day. And she goes, Mom, you got to hurry up and get up here. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because Gronk's coming. I'm like, you're fucking with me, right? Like, she knows I tweeted at him, right? So, like, I'm like, you're fucking with me. She doesn't know the younger sibling privilege. Well, she has that right now. What you mean? So, I mean, I was like, you're fucking with me. Gronk's not coming. Like, you're just, I tweeted him. You're actually fucking with me. And she's like, no, Mom, I'm really not. I'm not fucking with you. I'm dead serious. He is coming up here. The nurses just came in to tell me, like, you have to get down here. So I call my husband at work. I say, you got to come home. You got to come home. You have to right now. You got to come home. Gronk's coming up to the hospital in 2.5 hours and you got to get home so we can get up there. And my husband thought I was fucking with him. He literally thought I was fucking with him. I was like, I'm not fucking with you, bro. I'm not fucking you. You have to come home. Like, he's coming to the hospital. So, of course, he did. He did come to the hospital. The kids had a dance party. There's a couple of pictures. One was on US Weekly, I think it was. My daughter gave him a high five. It was a great little dance party. He brought his brothers and his father. and, family members of his. There was supposed to be another Patriot there, but for some reason that guy didn't end up showing up. But Gronk does a lot of work with children's hospitals, and he just built a playground in Boston. He does a lot of stuff like that, which I can respect the hell out of, because being a parent of a child that's been in children's hospital, like a lot, like a literal second home for her, it helps out with things. I wish they would help out a little bit more, because, girl, we monetized. That's how. It is a sick prank. You have to watch the ads. You want to help chill mama? You watch them ads, girl. Clara did get caught, listen, I was like, oh shit, James just threw it the fuck down, threw it the fuck down. Just threw it the fuck down, right? It was kind of a train wreck, but it was hilarious. No, apparently they deleted it. Benny, my dude, they deleted it. I watched the entire thing, thank God, right? So I don't know. You've never seen ads in a live stream? It's a live stream that's monetized. Of course there's ads. We're also part of GFK. So that's the thing. I saw Young Jerks, LTL, and Nick Rocco in the chat, right? I saw them in the chat, and it's like, listen, all right, if you follow Sammy John, I do not. I have to check that out. I do not. I don't know who that is, but I can definitely look into it. I'm all for looking into some of that stuff. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of like arguing and fighting back and forth with them. You don't get the ads? Oh, do you have premium? If you have YouTube premium, I think you get, you're ad free. I have YouTube premium, so I don't get ads. Ooh, girl, why not a funny bone? Come on. Hello, funny bone, duh. So it was on JFK's show. Yeah, they deleted it. I know, my dude. I know it. I'm going to give you guys a recap, of course. Of course I am. Bella. Bad. Oh, man. You guys are fucking with the spirits. Don't be doing that, children's. Listen, I agree with you. Dude's not a very smart fucking dude, right? And I get it. James Jackson had a couple drinks, but to be fair, like, he was letting it off his chest. He was letting it off his chest. He was sitting on that stuff for quite a little bit. And yes, I'm gonna give you a recap. Yeah, it's gone. I will give you a recap. A lot of people, I think, were gonna watch this morning and didn't get to, right? Because it's a recap. So here's the thing. Yeah, you have premium, right? You invited random people. You guys better stop doing that dumbass shit. I got no ads. Yeah, you have to have premium. I agree with you. Yes, James Jackson had a couple drinks, but that really has nothing to do with much to me. He was sort of just saying how he felt, really. Stuff that he had probably been holding in for a minute, right? I'm sure Kate did save it. I have no doubt that she did. But right now, I didn't save it. So I don't have it. But I can definitely tell you guys what happened, right? What? James did not say that. Clara twisted it. He said she will always be accused of that. Did not say what? I'm confused. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when, okay, so James Jackson said, well, he was trying to say that the court system looks at Karen like already with an X on her back. As she walks into the court and they're looking at her like, this is the lady who killed her boyfriend, who's a cop, right? James Jackson is trying to like get the words out of his mouth and then say what the hell's going on. And the glare keeps fucking, cutting him off. So as soon as he said she's the one who killed or murdered her boyfriend, the glare cut him off and was like, so you're saying that she killed him, right? So it's like, bro, I don't know how you think that works in real time, but in real time, you don't get to, skip like what he actually said. Those are like, you can clip it out of context, but what he actually fucking said is that, and you kept cutting him off. So it's like, how much do you, and then the glare kept complaining. You're taking what I'm saying and you're twisting my words. Let's be clear here. Nobody was twisting his words. Okay. They asked him very straightforward fucking questions. All right. Very straightforward questions. They said, would you care if the recording in its full, right? In its full capacity. Hey, Lynn, would you care if that hurt Karen? Right? Would you try to stop it? Would you try to stop it from being released if you had the, authority? If you have a little bit of pull with Aiden. So if it was him, would you try to stop it from being released? Right? And this is what he said. Okay? He said, that was the question that was asked to him. And his answer was, none of your fucking business. That was his answer. So JFK is like, so then you don't care about Karen then? So you're going to tell her dad, because, right, you call yourself like a surrogate brother of Karen Reed. So you're going to tell her dad you don't give a fuck. He's like, I would tell Bill Reed it was none of my business. That two adults and their argument is none of my business. And it's like, that is such a fucking cop-out. JFK was like so close to telling you guys why Aiden's doing what he's doing. And I talked about this yesterday with you guys so you guys would know. But I assume that JFK isn't telling you guys, and those three guys are not telling you guys because they had a phone conversation with Karen and Karen didn't want them to maybe, let out the whole thing. Cool, whatever. The bottom line is Aiden was using that recording, was intending on using that recording as a blackmail tactic. He has done it a million times. So he would just hold it over your head and says, you're going to do this, this, and this, or I'm going to release this whole recording that's going to essentially ruin your life and probably put you in jail. Right? Because she's under investigation for witness intimidation. And she sent addresses and phone numbers and names to him from some of these witnesses in the case. That technically is witness intimidation. You can go to jail for that. You conspired to commit witness intimidation. Right? And God knows what else. So that's another clue that some people should have. I think JFK said, the recording itself, and I've already told you guys this, is incriminating. All right. It doesn't look good for Karen. It doesn't look good for Aiden. It doesn't look good for either one of them. But under Aiden's control, he can clip all the pieces he wants to just make the other person look bad. He's done it many, 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 many times. And then he takes that and he says, well, I have this. So what are you going to do? You're going to do what I want you to do? Or I can go to the cops with this. Or I can ruin your life with this. Or I can go to and he uses it and dangles it over your head. So you have no choice but to do what he says or risk it. Now take Karen out of the fucking equation, right? Take Karen out of the goddamn equation and put anyone else in that equation, right? Pretend it wasn't Karen he did it to. Yeah, it probably will. I have no doubt that clips of it probably, will resurface at some point, right? I just don't have it. I didn't save it. He's another content creator, Evelyn. He's another content creator. I mean, if she saved it, she might. I mean, you never know. As far as I understand, I mean, again, I haven't talked to her in over a year, but I assume that she has people that download the entire thing and save it after it happens. But usually that's with Aiden stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if they do other people's, download other people's stuff. I have no idea. But I think he can't catch a charge because his bail will be revoked. And let's remember, he's got some shit going on in New Jersey. And as far as I understand, there might be some other shit going on from a whole different person in New Jersey. Like a whole different person, not Donna, but a whole nother person. There might be some other shit going on there. And then on top of that, there might be some other shit. And then on top of that, he might have just broken the protective order a fucking again on his show. Again. With Lindsay's extraction. And trying to play fuck games with that. Okay? So, well, that's the thing. And this is what I was trying to sort of get out yesterday. And so when I popped in and Emily and Carol was in chat there. I was in chat. Carol was in there and Emily was in there. And listen, I have to do a whole new show on Stoughton PD and how they're fucking incompetent. But this is my Sunday show, so we'll get to that maybe tomorrow. But you guys are going to hear all about how the Stoughton PD is fucking still incompetent to this day, even after Sandra Birchmore's murder, not suicide, murder. Okay. And them covering up for them cops. I got a whole nother story for you guys. It's going to blow your fucking mind. when it comes to death threats and them not taking it seriously and not doing anything about it. The same PD. The same fucking... All right, I'm not going to get into that right now because you're going to make me go cuckoo. I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind on the Stoughton PD. All right? I'm going to fucking lose it. So, yeah, right? I should co-host Sean on that one. I should. I absolutely should. But that's all. That's for a different show, right? Because this one's, I got to go over what happened last night because there's that. There's some Jess Machado shit. There's a whole fucking shitstorm of shit going the fuck on, right? You know, most people know I'm not a huge fan of cops, right? Because I've seen a lot of corruption. But at the same time, I also will buy them a coffee. You know, I'll see a fireman, a first responder, a cop at Mary Lou's. If they're in front of me or even behind me, like in line, if they're in front of me and they're getting ready to pay, I just sneak in because the lady knows that I do it for first responders. And when he's turned his head ready to get his coffee, I just sneak in and I go like this and I pay for it, right? And I don't have a lot, but I want to show my respect, right? I want to show my respect to the fact that not everyone who's a cop or first responder is a shitbag, and it's a hard fucking job and it's a goddamn dangerous job, okay? So I really want to show that respect, but at the same time, you got to listen. You're fucking spoiled. You better knock that shit off. You are spoiled. You're not getting coffee every day. So you're a future first. See how my children try to play me? You're trying to hustle me right now. My fucking kid trying to hustle me right now. You see this shit? This is what happens, folks, when you have teenagers and adult children. They hustle you, bro. They try to hustle you. Mama, I need coffee every day. Mama, I need money. Mama, I need this. Mama, I need... Y'all are fucking spoiled anyway, God damn it. God damn it. I haven't bought myself a pair of fucking shoes in like 7 years. It's for a good cause. I'll think about it. Did you buy your coffee already this morning? If you didn't buy your coffee already this morning, I will send you 2 money for coffee. My children, by the way, my 2 oldest who are together right now with their fucking tomfoolery. My poor older daughter's boyfriend hates it because them 2 together is like... It's like me and my best friend, God rest her soul, who passed away. We're just a fuck show. A fuck show. Just hilariously nonsensical and very silly. Right? You tell him, Jesse. Tell him. Tell your kid. You know? Girl, listen. You didn't ask earlier. If you asked me earlier before y'all bought the coffees, I would have sent it to y'all. Already bought it. Oh, you want mom to reimburse it? Is that what you want? We need to be rich. Yeah, well, I fucking wish, kid. Welcome to the club. So, a long while. He stayed there a long freaking while. A long while. I want to say it was definitely over an hour. Girl, listen. You could tell me, right? Right? They think it's funny. That's why. They think it's hilarious. They seem to not understand that I can mute them and block them. But I just haven't yet. It's giving them leeway. But girl, say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? That's his children. But yes, they shut up, child. Yes, I can. Watch. I totally can. Boop! I totally can. It's brutal, right? It's brutal. It's absolutely fucking brutal. She can't. She's not old enough. And my oldest one's terminally ill, so she can't. There's no, and also blind, so that's not gonna happen. She can't get a job. That's not an option. She can't get a job. Right? Goddamn kids. Goddamn kids. I wish they could. That would be fucking amazing. But no, my oldest is terminally ill, so she can't. And my middle can only work seasonally for her age. So listen, girl, I wish I would send them both. Funny enough, my oldest held a job for a long time, and her work actually illegally, in my middle being a fuck show, I gave her the scooty scoot because she was driving me bananas. And she can text me later and tell me how I gave her the scooty scoot. So I can't. So, I mean, listen, I would love my oldest held a job until that job literally discriminated against her because, and you're going to love this, for a person who is, right? Exactly. Annoying me is their job, right? Is that not? That's exactly their job, Jane. That's exactly their fucking job. Yes. Yes, that's exactly their job. So, yeah, so like I was saying, they I just can't get over it. That's so funny. Listen, I'm gonna put me in that goddamn retirement home. Listen, if they put me in a retirement home, I'm gonna harass their lives forever. I'm gonna ride around in my old lady scooter, beeping at people and stealing puddings, right? Give me your pudding, bitch! Like, I'm not, I'm gonna be a really mad old lady. If you put me in a retirement home, I'm gonna fucking terrorize that shit. More, give me my pudding! Bitch, give me your pudding! Fucking copping puddings from my neighbor. Mary! You gonna eat that pudding? Give me a goddamn pudding, Mary. Give me your goddamn pudding, Mary. My kids don't have code. They're just like, Mom, I want, I need, Mom, don't you love me? Like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, so it ended with the glare logging off, essentially. I stayed until, the end, the last, 30, 40 minutes was just, random people coming in and talking who had been waiting that entire time while the glare was, going off and losing his ever-loving freaking minds. But it took him a long time. It was a lot of screaming. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of talking over each other. Girl, listen, I wish, okay? I wish. I agree with you, Michelle. I thought the same thing. It's a little entertaining, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny because I had some of the trolls over there like, why is Twisted here? Because it can be. Now, if you weren't so indoctrinated to just magically hate me and call me names and be insulting, then maybe you would know that I'm welcome to talk to pretty much anyone, no matter what your belief is on the case, as long as you're not an asshole, right? You want to throw insults and personal digs because a sewer turtle told you I was bad, then do that. Cool. But then I'm not going to give you the time of day. I'm just going to ignore you. You can say everything you want to say. I'm just going to ignore you or block you so I don't have to see it. It's really that simple, right? I don't have to fucking do that. No, it wasn't a Spaces. This was on JFK's show last night. I know it wasn't even early for me. I didn't log off until I saw you in there. Couldn't log off until 4 something in the morning. And again, wait till I tell you the story about why I was fucking awake, right? Why? Again, they were screaming back and forth, but JFK and James Jackson kept asking him the same questions. Did you know about the recording? Or did you answer the phone from Karen a month ago when she called and say there was no recording? Yes, I did. Okay, why? You said you knew nothing about a recording. Why did you tell Karen that you knew nothing about the recording? Because I didn't. Playing it off like he didn't. He did. But I didn't. I didn't know. Stop it, sir. All right? Fucking stop it. Stop acting like you and fucking the sewer turtle go way back like car seats, my dude. All right? You fucking don't. You don't. You've met the dude a total of 5 whole times. You need him because you need his viewers and you need the money. Right? This is fucking insane to me. Everyone wants the money. We all need money. We all need money. That's not like rocket science here. We're content creators to make money and to do things that we love to do. For me, it's a passion of the law. And for, breaking it down for you guys, I love following cases. Most of you like following cases. And then we do some, banter. We have some guests. We do it over here in our community, right? We do that shit. So, so here's the thing. I can tell you this. Now, once again, I am not a free Karen Reed content creator, as most of you know, right? I don't believe that she is innocent. So it was really funny to me, of course, that they're like, the biggest question I got last night was, don't you think she's guilty? I don't know why that has to be synonymous with watching JFK. Why is that synonymous? Yes, I do think she's guilty. Someone else was like, why are you changing your position? Who the actual fuck said I was changing my position? What in the fucking Batman symbol are we talking about here? When the fuck did I say I was changing my goddamn position? Trying to put words in my mouth? Nope, never said that. Still think she's guilty. I'm very clear about that, and I'm also very fucking firm about that, okay? But I can have conversations and relationships with other people who think other things because I'm a fucking grown adult. I'm a grown adult that can have conversations with people and friendships. Some people don't agree on politics. Some people don't agree on religion. Some people don't agree on what the fuck their favorite color is, but they're still friends. They can still have relationships and conversations. Why? Because it's the fucking big boy and girl thing to do. Put your fucking dun-dun-nas on, boys. Okay? Put your big girl and big boy dun-dun-nas on and fucking take responsibility. And it's simple. And I think JFK really just like nailed it when he said, just say you're fucking sorry and you did it and move on, my dude. You illegally wiretapped someone. You got caught. Just say you're sorry. Okay, it was a shitty thing to do. Like, what the fucking actual hell? You know? Right? This is a perfect example, right? Donna is a perfect, a lot of you are a perfect example, right? Like, it's Tennessee, right? He lives in Tennessee. That's the thing, you know? Oh, girl, listen, I know. You can girl, I know. I know. See, the difference is my kids know I'm a sucker and I would give them the world. So before mom gets new sneakers or a new piece of clothing, I would buy them coffee before I got myself anything. And they know that, so they fucking take advantage of mom's kindness. You know what I'm saying? Mom hasn't bought herself a pair of sneakers in probably over 7 years. I kid you not when I say that. I literally won this 3 years ago in a grab during Christmas time doing like a swap. And I picked it from someone else and nobody took it from me, right? Because I wanted it. But I appreciate that, Carol. I do. I appreciate that very, very, very much. Because if you just get to know me a little, you would know, right? Right. Why can't you just say my bad, dude? Like, I mean, yes, everybody knows he lied about it. He's not gonna listen. Somebody put this eloquently last night. I don't know who it was, but it was a person that was just talking, and they said he doesn't apologize for the little things he gets wrong, the small things. I think it was Deirdre Sargent, who said he doesn't apologize for the little things. And he got something about her. Well, he got a lot of things about her wrong, but there was something right on air that she proved, and he went through it and was like, I don't still have that story up. That's what it was, the story about JFK and just James Jackson. And he was scrolling through it, and he was like berating her. Oh, I don't have that story up. You're a fucking liar. And then lo and behold, he's scrolling and he finds it and it's still up, right? I took it down and it was still up and proved on air that he was wrong and saying that to her. And what happened? He didn't apologize. He didn't say sorry. Skipped right past it and kept fucking going. That's what he does. He's never going to apologize. If he can't apologize for the little things, he ain't going to apologize for the big things. I have a $5 donation from SMK. Thank you, SMK. I appreciate that very, very much. I'm only going by like text messages right now. So if I don't see it, guys, just shout it out in chat and I'll get to it. I appreciate that you guys send them through like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and I'm telling you, for any creator, that is the best way you can do it, because super chats take 30%. And then if you do it through an iPhone takes 30%. It's a whole fucking shit show. Obviously, we get a cut of it, but it also doesn't come for an entire month. So content creators wait a long time for their super chats and super stickers. Anything that comes through like YouTube, they can get it right away if it's their Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And let's throw the link up just in case anybody does want to donate to the channel. I very well appreciate it. We are a small channel. That is how we survive. And we appreciate everybody's support all the time. I'm trying to work on some more merch here. You know, I just haven't had the time, honestly. But I'm trying to make a whole different merch store because there's better options on a different website. So I've been trying to do that for some time now. But there's a link in the chat if you want to use a credit or debit card and you don't have any of the payment apps and you still want to donate to the show. There's a link in the chat. It's pinned to the top. It's also in the description of the video. All this stuff is in the description. Our Amazon wish list is in the description. I have to fix the Walmart one, I guess. It's not working right, I guess. The link isn't working, so I guess I'm going to have to fix it. Thank you. Shout out to Wallflower, who told me that last night that it wasn't working. I appreciate that. But these are all the ways that you can support the channel: Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut, and then Chime we have as well. Revolut works for those of you out of country, And so does that link at the top of chat. And all of it is in the description of the video. If you want to buy a membership to the channel and you have an iPhone, you can use this little QR code right here. Oh, sorry. It's in this corner, right? Sorry. To me, it's in this corner. To you guys, it's on this corner, right? Okay. So in this corner over here, there's a little QR code. And you can scan it with your phone and put me on the TV, and you can get a membership to the channel. There's like 3 or 4 tiers. The lowest is, I think, $3.99, goes up from there. You know? Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. You know, I know it was fast. I don't know those guys. I've never met them. I've never spoken to them. But what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, right? And I found it funny that so many of these people were like, why are you, like, you know, the Turtle Raiders, why are you here? Don't you think she's guilty? Like, why are you even here? Why are you even opening your mouth? I'm here just like everyone else is, to listen. Like, duh. Like, duh. Also, because what's happening is, I don't have to believe in Karen's innocence to see that they're being railroaded and attacked from all sides because they're talking about something nobody wants them to talk about. I'm not a free Karen Read content creator. There are no fucking restraints on my show. Nobody tells me what I can and can't talk about. And if you know me in person, you know that nobody's going to tell me shit anyway. I'm a grown ass adult. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Nobody's going to tell me shit, right? I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about when the fuck I want to talk about it. It's that simple. I don't have, oh, there's another content creator that helped me get to where I am. You have to remember, a lot of these content creators had like less than 10,000 subscribers and got, you know, when they started covering the Karen Read case, like I did at the same. Now I was one of the content creators that started covering it like pretty much right away. And so I started covering. So at that point, you know, if you're getting a boost from a little bit bigger channels, all the subscribers are crossing over each other, right? So if, you know, they're all giving money to each one of those free Karen Read content creators. Now, if you piss off half of those people, or more than half of those people, are going to pick sides, right? Some are going to pick, you know, JFK. Some are going to pick the Glare. I don't know why. Some people are going to pick, you know, Auntie Deb. Some people are going to pick Nurse Kim. Some people are going to pick Jess Machado. Again, I don't know fucking why. And some people are going to pick the sewer turtle. Bottom line, I really wish people would just stop for a second, and instead of blindly just believing the things that you're being told and trying to make any excuse about why it can't be true. I've seen so many fucking people repeat this lie. Well, I'm thinking it was from his documentary crew. They're the ones that recorded it, and he was going to use. No. Okay, let me just squash that now. No, the documentary crew did not record it. There was no intent to use it in any documentary. A, you need someone's permission, so you can't just wiretap them and then use it. It's not the way it works. You have to have their permission ahead of time. B, they wouldn't be able to play it on a documentary because you'll wiretap someone. Okay, 2. C, they weren't even there when he did it. So there's that. It is a video, not an audio, the same way that Lindsay's was a video, not an audio. He turned it into an audio when he tried to chop it up and add things in the beginning that says, I'm recording. He added that. That's not in the original video. The video starts and he puts it in his pocket and they start like, so he added in the whole I'm recording from a different thing and added it in there to try to get out of a wiretapping charge after he was caught doing it. Okay. And he, dumb enough, in the same fashion, sent the video to people before he decided to edit it. After he thought twice about it, he sent it to numerous people. The video, the original video. People got a conscience and they sent it out to other people, right? Those people, like us, then sent it to the police, right? Hello, wiretapping. So it's like, what the fuck? I don't know what is hard for anybody to understand. It is the same way he has done it numerous times. He takes one phone and he puts it on video record. I don't know why he doesn't just do audio, but it's the same thing every time. And he gets on the other phone and he puts it on speakerphone and he records the call with the second phone. It is something he has done a billion times. There are no documentary crews that were recording it for him. He recorded it to blackmail her. Right. And I saw somebody else saying something like, you know, they defend him because they need the money. That's my point. They defend him because if they do not, he's going to attack them and they're going to lose a ton of subscribers and a ton of money. I mean, do you see like the super chats and the donations that come into some of those shows? It's rapid fire, right? There's a reason for that. If you then start this war, they're going to lose a lot of that. And so they pander. They pander and pander and pander. And make no mistake, he also threatens people. He'll say, if you don't have my back on this, or you do not be quiet, I'm going to do this, this, and this to you, and you're going to lose all your subscribers and money. Make no mistake, folks, okay? I saw people saying like, oh, you're defending Karen Reed. Nope, definitely not doing that. Oh yeah, the call reporter, she was very cool. And I was like, oh, somebody knows what the fuck they're talking about. She's worked in the court, you know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate that a lot of these people are involved, but it is what it is. And it's unfortunate that they weren't being honest for a long time now. And, you know, it's unfortunate because I tried to warn people and no one listened. It just is what it is, right? Just is what the fuck it is. You know? Yeah. I mean, Jessie came here and her name was Free Karen Reed. Jessie with a sign at Free Karen Reed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have plenty of people, you know, on here that have a different opinion, but they're respectful. They respect the fact that my opinion is not the same as theirs and it's my show, right? And that we can also agree on other things, not being right, not being good, like being just shitty fucking things to do to people, right? So, no, Karen wasn't in the chat last night. There was like a fake person that came in and added like an emoji wrench to their name, trying to play like it was, but there was no real Karen wasn't in the chat last night. She was a couple nights ago, but not last night. And then of course, Will was like, is that the real Karen? She's saying it's all because, you know, no, it wasn't. They just put a picture of a wrench. It wasn't like a mod wrench like Jessie has here. It was literally like an emoji picture that they put next to the name, you know? They're getting attacked because they're saying things that are true, and all these people who are involved do not want that out there. They just don't. So they're going to keep making these fake accounts. Okay. And I hate to say this for all of you that love Auntie Deb, but he's behind a lot of bad shit and has been for a while. And let me make something abundantly clear. He actually fucking doesn't even like Aiden. So there's that. Okay. He never really did. You know, just never really fucking did. He has a multiple fake sock accounts that he attacks people from and then acts like he doesn't know what's going on. Come on. I mean, how slimy can you get? How fucking slimy? I have one goddamn account. I want people to know it's coming from me when I fucking say it. Because when I say something, I say it with my fucking chest. I say it with my chest. I want people to know it's fucking me saying it. And I want them to hear what the fuck I'm saying. Why the hell do I need 10 sock accounts to harass someone? If I just don't like you, there's a block button, or I could just tell you to go fuck yourself. I could serve you a nice big dish of fuck off and a side order of go fuck yourself. Really that simple. I don't need 10 sock accounts for that. No one does. Deflecting is their superpower, and they're gonna keep doing it. I mean, I would be if I was him, to be fair. Why the fuck would you come here anyway? You know? Okay, listen, let me explain something to you. Boston rolls a little different, okay? We're not Tennessee. We're not Florida. We're not Texas. We're not California. We're not Oregon. We're not Washington State. We're not New York. We're not Maine. We're Massachusetts. We are Boston. And things are done very, very differently here. Very differently than the rest of the entire fucking country. You do not get to call people bitches and then come back to Boston with no consequences. That's the fucking way it works, dude. It's just not. It's just not. That's not the way it works here. You know? Exactly. And anybody who knows anything about audio took that audio, even the clips, put it in a sound, and looked to make sure there was no up and downs that didn't match up, the ambient noise matched up. Like, anybody who knows anything about audio checked 10 times over by now. Okay? And they shouldn't take shit from anyone. They shouldn't. I don't. They shouldn't, right? We don't have to believe in the same thing for me to see what's happening to them is the same thing I went through when they attacked me, simply because I didn't lie for him, right? I didn't lie for Aiden. He got caught up in doing some fucked up shit. So his life was falling apart personally. It's a dumpster fire. Let me make something abundantly clear. And when JFK said TV is the drama channel, the Sewer Turtle is the drama channel. But make no mistake, while he talks about this one's a ratchet, that one's a ratchet, he is the fucking king ratchet. His entire life is a giant fucking dumpster fire that spills over into the next fucking dumpster. All right? And meanwhile, he's trying to clown on people in the depths of an addiction or being arrested. You know, it's fucking insane to me. Like, dude, you have how many felonies at this point? If anyone else was you would be tearing them apart. You do not get a magic pass because you raised money for Karen through other people, not out of your pocket, out of other people's pockets. Like, you don't get a pass. There is no, oh, it's a personal issue. I've seen that a lot from his writers too. There is no fucking personal issue. There's no personal issue. He doesn't get to have personal issues. He's a fucking public figure. She's a public figure. And he has made a platform on trashing other people for saying things that aren't even true, right? He's made a platform out of making victims, essentially, with lies. He doesn't get it's personal between him and Karen. No, the fuck it isn't. It's everyone's business. Anybody who covered this case, it's their business. If anybody else had done it but him, he would be tearing them apart and doing content on it for the next fucking 3 weeks, okay? Oh, I bet. Oh, I fucking bet, freak. I bet. I appreciate that, Donna. Well, there's a couple hundred people over on X watching us too. So where there's only 141 of you here on YouTube, there's a couple hundred people over on X watching too. You know? Oh, no, honey. Honey Dougie, my friend girl. Listen, he's not starting to worry. He's been worrying for a long time. He puts on this facade, with other people, like, he's not afraid of anything and it's not a big fucking deal and he's not going to jail. But in private, he freaks out. He cries. He has meltdowns about how afraid he is to go back to jail. Then stop committing crimes. It's really not, again, we don't need to fucking give, Einstein the fucking to know what the hell is going on here, dude. It's not, don't commit crimes, you won't go to jail. Shocker, right? Nothing about the elephant in the room. Nurse Kim had better on her channel. Because, let's get real. His attorneys at this point have been ready to drop him for quite some time now because he cannot get his shit together and stop this impulse bullshit. And they can't keep cleaning up the fires that he's starting because the fires he's starting are too big to put out, dude. Too fucking big to put out at this point. So at this point, they've told him, stop the shit, bro. We're going to have to drop you as a client. We can't, and it's not going to look good for you publicly. It's the only reason why they haven't done it. We can't keep doing this with you and cleaning up your fucking shit. Just shut your mouth. He will never shut his mouth. They're going to have to drop him. That's it. I appreciate you, Jesse. Respect goes an extremely long way, right? Extremely long way. I give it to other people who give it to me. Right? It's not hard. But when I hop in a chat to say, hey, everyone, good on you for telling the truth. And then the instant reaction is some of you who were there saying hello, which I very much appreciate. And when someone said something, a couple of you were like, don't say that. Like, you don't even know her. Like, you don't even know her, right? You've just been told not to like certain people, so you don't. That's that cult mob mentality that makes it so dangerous. Is I don't tell you guys who to watch and who not to watch. You guys can watch whoever the hell you want. You can subscribe to me and LeClaire if that's what you choose to do. Do I think it's a wise choice? No. But it's not up to me to decide where you spend your money, who you watch, how much time you spend watching that person. That's ultimately your choice, and I respect your choice. There's plenty of content creators. I say supporting as many as you want is a great idea, especially smaller creators, because we have it a lot fucking harder. Once you're over 10, 20, and 30,000, things are flowing at that point for you. And it's going to grow, might grow slowly, but it's going to grow, right? It's trying to get from 0 to 10, 15,000. That's the hardest. And those are the people that really need the most support. And so, if you're watching content creators that are a little bit smaller, I definitely encourage you subscribing to their channel and hitting that share button and liking it. And if you can make a donation, especially to the small channels, definitely go for it, because they're trying to get to where everybody else is too. But in some ways, there are some things that some of us don't feel comfortable doing. I don't feel comfortable only reading super chats for comments. I won't do that. I won't do that. Everybody has valid points. Everybody has amazing things to say. I refuse to only read chats of people who sorry, we were buffering. I refuse to do that. I will not do that. I will not fucking do that. I also, am one of those people that, a lot of people like will do this thing where they'll only talk back and forth in the chat with people who make donations, even if it's like Venmo or cash. I won't do that either. It's fucking sneaky. And yes, by not doing it, I lose money. That is a fact. By not using some of these tactics, I lose out. But it just doesn't feel like the right thing to do. Like if people want to hear what you have to say, and if people, want to donate to show their support for you, they're going to. And you also, as a content creator, have to remember not everybody can, right? Some people choose to like donate memberships. There's that option. And there's super chats and there's super stickers, right? Like that's an option. You can do that. As a matter of fact, let's put the little thingy up. Not that I ever, actually get these, but let's try it anyway. Is she sleeping on the floor? My little just passed out on the floor because she's so tired. She had a sleepover last night. I've never done one of these. But we're going to do it anyway. I never probably make the goal, but let's see. Let's try this one. Hold on. For me, it's about building a community, right? It's about building a freaking community. And I want a community of people that's going to respect each other. I want a community of people who aren't going to trash one another and who check in on each other, even when we're not here on the stream. Even when we're not on the stream. He did go in on him, and it was on point, 100% on point, Yeah. Everything is an LL Cal. It's, the hackening. I call this, you guys see it in my title. I mean, we should trend that on Twitter. That's what we should do today. Today, the goal, every time you make a tweet or you make a comment on Twitter, is to hashtag wiretapgate. Because that's what I'm calling it. Hashtag wiretapgate. Get that shit trending. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit trending. It's always an excuse. It's never like, you know what? I did it and it's wrong. He's never going to do that. He can't apologize or retract little things he has wrong. Never mind the big shit, right? Oh, I'm sure. I make no mistake. I'm sure, I give everybody a chance, but once you lose that privilege if you're an asshole, Well, he has some of them that aren't like on old ones, but he has two that have two separate phone numbers to them that are like working for phone calls. Well, yeah, that's again, anybody who knows anything about what happens behind closed doors would have known that this is a true statement. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I'm just tired of the people telling some bullshit lies and then trashing people. Like, listen, if I want to jump into JFK's chat because I respect that he's telling the truth and no one else is, I can do that, right? The Sewer Turtle's a slimy fuck. And the people surrounding him are also slimy fucks. Make no mistake about it, okay? You know what? When he said that, I thought of so many of the, because again, you guys have to remember, a lot of these victims come to me, and I'm also friends with a multitude of his ex-girlfriends who are also victims. Every woman who has ever been with him has been a victim. It can't be that all the women he dates are crazy, right? They can't all be crazy. What's the fucking common denominator here, folks? Is that every woman? And why does he feel so freely to attack women more than he does men? 90% of the people he attacks are women. Like, listen, don't be a baby back bitch, sir. Don't be a baby back bitch. You got fucking something to say, dude. Like, say that shit in person. Don't date on your computer screen. Guys, don't steal my glasses. Say that shit in fucking person with your fucking chest, you bitch. He would never say something shit to someone's face. Ever. In a million fucking years. Neither would half these jokers. Like, bro, you got clowns still coming out the fucking clown car from yesterday still. And the clown cars coming, and the clowns are coming. I mean, the clowns started getting out of the car at fucking 12 a.m. this morning, and it's 12 p.m. and they're still coming out. They're still fucking coming out. They're still goddamn coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to wear socks, but don't be kicking rocks in socks with flip-flops, my dude. All right, leave that for the sewer turtle to do. Let him plow rain and pound sand while he's at it. We don't. We're a different breed of people, you know? Yeah, I called him a bitch. He's a bitch. Baby back, bitch. I said it. I said it with my chest, and I said it 2 more times. You know, Emily, I have wondered that same thing. A lot of people probably wonder that, you know? That's the other thing. They'll just keep claiming everything is fake, everything's AI, it's all made up, or someone else recorded it and sent it out. That's the other one. Besides the documentary nonsensical bullshit that's completely false, the other one that I keep seeing from the writers is someone else, a third party, did it. Folks, listen. Shh, come here. Come closer. Listen real close. Listen close, right? About to drop a truth bomb here. And I want you to really hear me. Really hear me with your ears, my friends. Really hear me. Aiden fucking did it. Himself. Probably in his Superman duntanas. But he did it. Okay? There's no excuses. Nobody else did it for him. It wasn't inadvertent. He did it. He did it to use it as blackmail. To hang it over her head. And lo and behold, that's exactly what he's doing. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? If you watched JFK's stream, one of the very important things that he said, and again, I had said this already earlier. Hey, Jane, thank you. I appreciate that. One of the things I had said earlier in my stream, because JFK doesn't do his until like nighttime, like real late sometimes. And I don't, right? I usually do daytime, maybe early nighttime, but sorry, we were buffering, that he's using it as a carrot and to step on Karen's neck. And let me make something abundantly clear. You can take Karen out of the equation because some people are like, why are you changing your position on Karen? So telling the truth is changing my... Listen, I am not a fan of Karen Reed and I think she's guilty. Let's get that out of the fucking way for the 100th time. I'm not changing positions and I'm not going to. But it doesn't matter. You can take Karen out of the equation, throw someone else in there, right? Just like fucking James Jackson. This is fucking Sally from the seashore. All right. If you're using a recording that you made illegally to dangle over someone's head to get them to do what you want and dance like a fucking monkey dance, you're a scumbag. Right. And I informed you guys yesterday that he was using it for blackmail because I felt like JFK got to right to the edge of that without actually telling you guys. So, fuck it. I'm not on that content creator side of Freak Karen Reed. I have nobody telling me what I can and can't say. There's no fucking constraints here, right? So let me just tell the people so they can stop guessing, okay? Now, if they want to keep guessing and pretending like what I'm saying isn't true, they can do that. I've had a couple of those comments like, how would you know? If you have to ask that question, then you have no fucking idea what you're talking about and you are lost. And you might want to just get off this fucking ride and stay off of it. Because at that point, if you don't know that I know more than pretty much anyone, except for very few people, you haven't been following as close as you thought you were, right? Now, for the people who have been here with me since trial 1, they know that. They know that, right? They fucking know that. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a fighting word, but I said it. I said it, and I said it twice. Probably said it 3 times. So with Nan joining, so I will let you in on a little secret. I've never met Nan. I sent her a message because I felt like she was unfairly being attacked by fake accounts in the same way that ST was. And other people get mad at me on the anti-Free Karen Reed side because they're like, well, ST was Free Karen Reed. Well, easy for you all to say because in the beginning, you guys forget, so was I, right? Once you're sort of, and at that point, there was no actual evidence in the case, right? We only had the court filings. We didn't have once I started getting privately the actual evidence, I was like, okay, wait, this isn't jiving. And then more stuff came out publicly. But nonetheless, for me, I have to understand that, say, for instance, it's another cult, right? People escape cults. Why does it take them years, months, whatever? they don't realize they're in a cult until they realize they're in a cult, right? The same shit applies to these people. And what kind of fucking person would I be if I was just like, fuck you, you suck. Now, again, I got a short list of people on that list that I would never fucking help from that side because they're ill-intentioned people. They do shit on purpose to harm people or to make to benefit themselves without giving a fuck about anybody else on the way. And that's not how I roll. Selfishness is one of my biggest pet peeves, and it's because I'm not a selfish person. It fucking gives me the irks when someone's a selfish fuck. It just does. Anybody who knows that about me, like you would know me, that means you know me. Because that is one of my biggest pet peeves is just watching other people be extremely selfish. Because I think to myself and I say, like, I would never do that. That is fucking so selfish and self-centered, right? They don't care about anybody else but themselves. And I mean, that's abundantly clear from a long time. But Nan was being attacked by sock accounts, by some of these content creators that we're talking about right now on the Free Karen Read side, in the same way that they attacked Esty, right? I don't know if you guys saw it, but I got really angry last night when JFK was asking the Glare, who bought your fucking Air Juans, bro? Who bought your fucking Chapito Air Juans? Right? And I'm dying because I'm Spanish, so I was fucking dead. I'm sorry, that Air Juan thing, I'm dead. Hilarious. Okay. It's pretty fucking funny. I gotta give it to him. I am Spanish, so I found it extremely funny. Well, I don't want to go on the show, right? I don't want to go on the show, Mark. I just want to say my piece when it comes to like the shitty things that all of these people are doing because they were told to by the sewer turtle, or they've seen it done by him, so they think it's okay to do it too, right? And it's shitty. But I have to also remember that at one point, like I in the very beginning thought maybe she could be innocent too. And I have to give grace to some people who got out of that and then realized like, oh shit, it is a cult. Right? It is a cult. And to those people, I absolutely will give grace. And I know you guys don't always have the context. Oh, thank you, Mark. I know you guys don't always have the context of the personal conversations that I have with people, and that's because I'm not somebody who puts out personal conversations. I don't care who you are. I'm not putting out personal conversations. So the whole show me the receipt, I'm not showing the receipt, right? Like James Jackson said, I own the home fucking store. Fuck your receipt, right? I am not going to cross over into somebody's anonymity or them telling me something private or having a private conversation with me and me sharing it with the world. That is not why I agreed to have private conversations with people. But what I will say is this. I think what they did to Essie was really shitty, right? She did a lot for them, right? And where I don't believe Karen's innocent and she might, I don't know what she believes now, but that's what she believed, right? I don't think anybody deserves the amount of smearing and lying and making shit up that she got, because I dealt with it too, right? I lived it and I continue to live it because I continue to be a voice for people who feel like they don't have one at this point. It is not fucking okay for anybody to have to go through that. And Nan was just recently attacked as well. She also did a lot for these people. Like money-wise, she bought Will a plane ticket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Taking these people out to dinner, and they didn't appreciate it one fucking bit. They're entitled assholes. Like, when I say thank you, I feel like that's not even enough sometimes, right? I feel like $20 donation is that's big to me. Like, I don't care if it's $5, $2, $20. Like, it all means something to me. And to these people, it didn't matter, right? Listen, I've had money. I lived that. I've literally had money. Right? I was a dancer for 10 years. I had money coming out my ass, right? In my 20s. And then I've also had nothing. I've lived it. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Money is great because it solves a lot of fucking issues. We all know that, right? But at the same time, people will try to take advantage of you if you have money. And I think they took advantage of Nan and Esty, and it wasn't cool, dude. And it's still not cool. The way, like, she bought you those fucking sneakers, you won't even say her fucking name. You won't even say her fucking name because you know, like a scumbag, you sat there and you attacked Esty after she fucking was nice to you. Why? Because the turtle told you to? Because Meredith didn't like her? Because she had a petty jealousy issue? Come the fuck on. Where's your loyalty to someone who was kind to you to do them like that when they did nothing wrong to you? You're a shitty fucking person, Will. You're a shitty person. You deserve to be in a fucking jail cell sitting right next to Aiden. Period. The fact that you didn't get charged with witness intimidation like he did while you're standing right behind him, it escapes me, okay? Fucking escapes me. Oh, yeah, but he burns all his sources, you know? Literally burns all his sources. And people don't seem to realize that, or they just ignore his bad behavior. And that's the part that gets me. They ignore his fucking bad behavior or make excuses for it. But if it was anyone else, he'd be tearing them apart. You know, 105 years is a lot. Guess whose fault that is? His own. Yeah, lots of action lately, Jack. You know, the stupidity is starting to fucking get to me. I'm like, this can't really be real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Boston does not play. We just don't. We're not bred that way. We're not bred that way. Yeah, the AI thing. I'm like, you know, what did I say? To play off JFK and James Jackson, my name is Twisted Tragedies, and this shit is clown shit. This shit is fucking clown behavior, right? Absolutely fucking clown behavior. Why? Why the actual fuck? Jail is a lot different than prison, and he cried in jail. Imagine what he'll do in prison. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Holly. Girl, listen, I'm going to make that shirt for you. I'm telling you. I'm going to make it in hoodies, too. I think we gotta make one for the Twusband too. You know, he's feeling a little left out, and Twisted's husband wants a shirt that says the Twusband. So for all the husbands out there who might want a Twusband shirt or sweatshirt or hoodie or hat, I gotta make some new merch with some of the ridiculous fucking sayings that I ridiculously say that come flying out of my mouth. I have no control over the things that fly out of my mouth, by the way. You know, like Dora, I carry a backpack and shit just flies out, right? Swiper, no swiping my shit, though. Well, that's the thing. You can't let the fire burn itself out when he's setting new ones everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to her. She's a fucking mean girl, too. And I'm going to get to her because she keeps simping for Aiden even after he just accused her of fucking putting the screenshot out of Karen's text message to him. You know? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the way, I will point out, and I have the receipt for that, for all the little, oh, where's the receipt for everything freaks? Jess Machado admitted to me in a comment that I have that the only reason she put out the audio of Flip and Olivia was because Aiden whined to her about it and that it was a fucking distraction away from the other shit. And it's not a secret that that's what it was because she's on Team TV, right? Well, thank you for admitting that you're just a scumbag, Jess. We appreciate that, you know? You know? Girl, listen. You know, I have respect for someone who's going to tell the truth. Do I believe in the same things they believe when it comes to Karen's case? Absolutely fucking not. But do I believe they are being attacked right now for speaking truth? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Well, right now, Aiden's pulling the strings. Karen's afraid, right? Karen's afraid. Karen's afraid Aiden's copping a plea with the government and using her as to get that plea, you know? I don't think he's going to do anything because in the words of Alan Jackson during the first trial when Aiden tried to okay, be in that bushes, my friend, we still be here. Yeah, we figured it out. It was wild. It was fucking wild. But you know, Karen is afraid that Aiden's copping a plea with the government at this point because he can't use the blackmail now, right? Because it's out there and everybody knows what he's going to do with it. So now he got to scrap that idea. So what else do you do? The only thing you can do is try to cop a plea with the government, knowing that you may do some many, many years in jail, and maybe you can cop a plea to do less time if you give her up for conspiracy for witness intimidation and maybe some other shit. And so at this point, he's another content creator, technically a free Karen Reed content creator, but because he kind of outed Aiden in a way, to be fair, it was Flippa and Chris the koala that outed Aiden and sort of
got this ball rolling with the audio that he wiretapped Karen, right? And then JFK was the only free Karen Read content creator that started to ask questions. Everybody else shut up, right? If you haven't been following this, everyone else shut up because they were told to or they were threatened to, especially other people who had heard the recording. It was sent around to these people from it. So, like, everyone was told to shut up and not talk about it because Aiden got caught lying about it. But the JFK show was the only one to start asking questions about what the fuck is actually going on here, right? And as soon as they did, we missed you, lady. We missed you. As soon as they did, they were instantly attacked by fake accounts, fake creator accounts. You know what I'm saying? The whole shebang. The stuff that happens to me daily still after 3 years, you know? The same stuff that I deal with daily because they started telling some truth bombs that were uncomfortable for a lot of people. Hi, Sharon. It was uncomfortable for a lot of people and they didn't appreciate it. And yeah, he's afraid. He's absolutely afraid. He's more afraid of losing his followers and the money than he is anything else. Let's make that abundantly clear. He's more afraid of that than he is of jail. And he's very, very afraid of jail. Very, very, very afraid. Okay? But he's more afraid of losing all of his subscribers and his money than he is anything else. He literally, first thing I heard on his live stream yesterday, and again, I don't watch him, but other people do it for me. I was told that he talked about how many couple hundred people he lost. Well, I know for a fact he lost a couple thousand, not just a couple hundred. So he checked right away. But I guarantee you he had already checked before he went live. Why are you doing it while you're live? And then I'm told he gets on there and talks about him. Well, he raised money for Karen and he broke the story. You didn't break anything. It was fed to you. Let's be clear here. Okay. Let's come on. Let's bring some honesty. You didn't fucking do anything. You were fed information that may or may not be true. And you said it. And most of it was bullshit. At first, he told people Daylight was on top of the snow. That never happened, right? There's literal videos of them uncovering it. There were so many things that he said in the beginning, mind you, he got from Karen, that ended up being completely debunked with actual evidence. Like, that couldn't have happened, right? So some people have to go back and realize that he's been lying about a lot for a long time, you know? Oh, Glare basically admitted that he was behind that fucking account, which attacks JFK. He basically admitted it last night. Well, that's my buddy. Of course, that's your buddy, right? You think it's funny to attack other people, you know? Oh, yeah, when they post a screenshot, it's totally, utterly real. And also, when Aiden says something, you should take his word for it. But when it's anyone else, it's AI. It's fake. It's made up. It's doctored. It's not real. The mental gymnastics it takes to say everything Aiden says is real and true, and what everybody else says, if it's anything about him, is not true, and it's all real. The mental gymnastics you have to do, and what I find so hypocritical about it, is if people realize the amount of times that Aiden has actually faked receipts to them, they would go fucking wild. They would go fucking wild if they realized how many times the dude has up and up faked a receipt to try to give himself credibility. It's fucking wild. The dude lips are moving and he's lying. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you, my friend. Phone in one hand, mushroom in the other. God damn it. Nobody wants your fucking stamp, sir. Keep it to yourself. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, it's a video. I told you guys that. I don't know if you were here, Carol, but before JFK's show yesterday, I did my show way earlier in the day, and I wanted to drop some truth bombs that other people weren't giving you, and JFK was sort of stopping short of giving you, although he did give some last night after I did. So I don't think he watches me. I don't even think he knows who I am, but maybe some of you told him. I don't know. But I told you guys yesterday, it's not an audio, it's a video. It's a video in the same fashion that he did with Lindsay, in the same fashion that he did with Scanlon, in the same fashion that he did with Lucky. They're all videos. They're not just audios. Every single one of them is a fucking video that he moved over into an audio file. Okay? Every last one of them. He records from one phone, puts the other phone on speakerphone, because that's why he has two phones. Okay? I love you, Anna. Love you. Yeah, I don't know why though. Like, why? Because he was arguing back and forth with the glare. I really think it showed the world. Okay, let me break this down. Literally the glare last night, and I heard it with my own 2 ears multiple times. Anytime he was asked a hard question about whether he cared or not about Aiden doing this to Karen, his answer was, It's none of my business or I don't give a fuck. Those were his two answers. It's none of my business or I don't give a fuck. Or when they asked JFK and James Jackson, he would say it's none of your business. So they say, well, what do you think about this? Well, it's none of your business. That's not an answer, bro. That's a non-answer. That's a way to scapegoat around and say, well, I answered it. You just didn't like the way I answered it. That's not a fucking answer. It's none of your business isn't a answer, dude. It's a yes or no fucking question. Are you okay with what's happening or no? You know? And so all the glare kept doing was making these non-answers and saying, it's none of your business, or I don't fucking care. It's a personal thing between them, and I don't care about personal things between, two grown adults. You do, though. You do, because you talk about personal things about other people all the fucking time. You did a live stream all about Esty for what? After she was so kind to you. For what, Will? For what? You love talking about people's personal shit, even when you just make shit up and you're just being mean. So why all of a sudden is, oh, you don't care about personal stuff? That's a fucking cop-out, dude. Anyone with two fucking eardrums that listen to that and two eyeballs watching it happen can clearly fucking see that it's a cop-out and you're copping out, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Stop trying to fucking cop out. Stop being a bitch. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Well, I know he puts some of them as members only. Again, I don't know why you do that, but I know that he does put some as members only afterwards. Thank you, Mark, for your $20 donation. It says stay strong. Love, Mark. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that very, very much. Like I said, we're a small channel. We don't get a ton of donations. So when you guys donate, it does mean the world to me. You know, it goes to regular things in my life, like groceries and toilet paper to wipe your behind and, socks for my kids. Oh, private? Well, I know he usually puts some of them on members only, so maybe he privated the last one, and maybe that's why nobody can see it from last night. But either way, I did listen to it. I did listen to it. Jack sends $11.19. Thank you, Jack. I love you. He said, hey there. Hey there. I love you guys. Thank you very much, Jack. I just want to make sure I'm, thanking. Me and StreamYard are going to fight, right? With this fucking buffering bullshit. Me and StreamYard are going to, if they don't get their shiitake to. Jesse warned me this morning that StreamYard was already being stupid, so she must have already been watching someone else to know that StreamYard was being fucking dumb. I appreciate that heads up because sometimes it just does that. But thank you, Mark. I appreciate you, my friend. I just read that one, yes. Yeah, I mean, they do repeat a lot of just bold-faced lies, and then you have people that just believe it, right? Yeah, boy, you didn't know that? I am Puerto Rican and Irish, a little tiny bit of Portuguese, and a little bit of Congolesian. I'm a weird mixed bag. I'm a weird mixed bag. Yeah, make no mistake, Auntie Deb's into some shady shit behind closed doors and is fooling a whole lot of people. I mean, do you know how many of these kind of insults they've said about me as well? And it's like, they don't even know me. They don't even know me. Chat and Brother Council, they pretty much let you go off and say whatever you want. I mean, I definitely don't just let people. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. I don't just let people say whatever they want because then we got a bunch of people insulting other people. So I don't do that. You guys can pretty much say what you want as long as you're being respectful. That's cool, I mean, well, I mean, she was. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying she was very kind to everyone. Let's make that clear. I don't think she was even very kind to me. But the people who are attacking her, she was very kind to, right? She did a lot for those people. And what do those people do in return? Right? To Nan. What did they do in return? All that money she spent on them to pick up the bill and to try to have fun with a group of people. and know that not everybody can afford it. So you pick up the tab. Listen, I'm that kind of person, and I don't even have it to pick up, right? But if I feel like everyone can't afford to do it, and I might have a little extra money and I could save it and I can and pay for a couple other people to come so they have fun, like I'll do it because I want everybody to enjoy themselves. Like, you guys know my birthday is the end of November. My last 3 birthdays have been horrible. Aiden attacked me right before my birthday 2 years ago, right? Last year it was on Thanksgiving. Spent it, at my husband's family's house, which we don't see a lot. And of course, it's extended aunts and uncles. None of them know it's my birthday, so I'm just sitting there, just nobody, realizes. So it wasn't a great, birthday. And so I for 3 years have been wanted to do like a party bus where I get a party bus and everybody can meet at my house, and then we can just get on the bus, go to a pub or a bar, have a good night. Nobody has to worry about driving. I, can take the couch down at my house or air mattress, and people could sleep, like not have to worry about it. And everybody has a good night. And I, for once, can just have a night that I enjoy out with people that I care about. And around the time of my birthday, it's like around Christmas, it's Black Friday this year. It's around Thanksgiving. So people don't always have the money to throw in together, right? To pay for it. So unless I'm going to pay the $600, $650-ish myself, I'm not going to be able to do that, right? And right now that's not going to be a possibility because I have, Christmas and then 3 kids' birthdays, one that's 7 days before me, one that's 3 days after mine, and one that's 9 days after that. So this is why I always get missed myself. But I mean, my birthday is one time a year, right? And I haven't celebrated it in years. I would really love to do something for my birthday. And that's really what I want to do. Do I think I'm probably going to be able to do it? Probably freaking not. A woman can dream though. You know what I'm saying? I can still try. Every year I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out somehow. And then it never happens, but I can still dream that I want to do it, right? I can dream. But I think everyone has to remember that we're talking about some of these people that do a lot of really shitty shit behind closed doors. I think if you sort of sat down and knew what some of these people, like if you put people in a line and were like, this creator, this creator, this creator, this creator, this creator, what do they do in their normal lives? Are they kind to people? Do they help anyone without asking? Do they help anyone when they do ask? For free? You don't have to spend money to help someone, by the way. I do it all the time as a volunteer advocate. You don't have to spend anything to help people. Or are they just shitty in real life? And they pretend to be this nice person on the internet? Because there's a lot of that going around right now. A lot of that. What you guys get here is what you get when I'm in real life. Minus, so much swearing today. I might swear a little bit less in person, but I am still me. I would still help anybody that asked for my help. I would still give the respect that someone gave me. I would still accept people's apologies who apologize because I believe in second chances. I believe that everybody, has faults. We're all human. No one is perfect. There's no such thing as perfect for sure. And for me, I'm a people person. I like people. I like to be around people. I want to have like a meet and greet, like I want to have like a twisted meet and greet. I would love to do that with you guys. I'm not quite there at that point yet, but I think for me, if you start looking at what some of these people are doing, if some of these people realized what was going on behind closed doors privately, that I see all this, like the stuff that I see happening, it's not good. Okay. A lot of the content creators that have been called out recently do really shady, awful, terrible shit behind closed doors to people. Like a lot of really awful, terrible shit. And it's not okay. I would never dream of doing some of the shit they do. We're grown adults. If you have to make 10 sock accounts to harass somebody you just don't like or you want to make fun of for no real reason other than you think it'll appease the sewer turtle or one of his minions, that's fucking gross. Or because you want to appease him because you want him to keep throwing you a bone of his creator so you can get some of that break off of money. That's gross, dude. Okay? There are people who can't afford to donate that are watching you. You can't expect that everybody's going to do it. Right? I don't expect that. It'd be nice, right? Once in a while, you get a really big donation and you're like, oh my God, yes, that's amazing. Because it doesn't happen that often, right? But when it does, it feels so good because it almost validates like that you're doing a good job, that people respect what you're doing and they hear you and they appreciate your work. And
and it's so sweeter when it comes that way, like once in a while. I feel like these people get lost in it because it's all the time for them. It's like, 50, 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100, 300, 500, 300, 500, 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 5, 20, 10, 5, 15. So they're used to it. All show. And so when it starts to come down the way it has been for them, they're still raking it in, by the way, but a little bit less than they were before because Karen Reed's case is over and they moved on to the civil, right? So they don't want to really talk about the civil case much. By the way, it's really hard to win a civil case with all that stuff that they have because it's a different standard. Civil cases, the judge has to assume that everything that the plaintiff put in front of them is true. That's the way it works. So it's a little bit different, okay? And they know that. So they're sort of swerving off into, let's talk about the same things over and over. He did an entire show talking about Lindsay last night. For what? And I'm glad he decided he was going to talk about it because a couple of people came to me this morning and were like, you know what? At first I thought maybe she's just crazy the way he painted her. And then I realized after all of this stuff that's went on that he did the same thing to her. And maybe she was telling the truth. And it's like, duh, been only telling you that for so long. Like, I mean, I get it. I get not wanting to add, fuel to the fire, but at the same time, I think it's important people are allowed to say their piece, without being disrespectful, I mean, that upsets me too, because I know better, right? I know better. I know the evidence shows me down to the minute what happened, down to the actual minute where her car was, where his phone stopped, where his phone was found with him in the same place it stopped. It's not rocket science at that point, down to the minute, okay? But at this point, I feel like we're not changing anyone's minds. They believe what they believe. I believe what I believe. I believe she's guilty. They believe she's innocent. I don't think I'm changing any minds at this point. Cool. Fine. I don't have to. But I want everybody to be very clear. Sorry, we were buffering again. But I want everybody to be clear about where my position is, right? Like, where my position is. And I think I'm trying to sort of kill some of this anger and hate that Aiden brought to this entire, to Twitter, to YouTube. Like, he brought so much anger and vitriol and hate, right? He brought so much of it that I'm trying to slice through it with a fucking machete, dude, right? Literally, I am trying to cut through the bush with a machete of all of this anger and hate and vitriol and us versus them bullshit. And it's like, you were told to hate this person, this person, this person, this person, because he said so. Why has nobody second guessed that? And for the people who have, props to you for figuring out the dude was a fucking liar and that you were being lied to. Because I've had a lot of people come to my channel and be like, wow, that's who he says is a scumbag and a shit. Like, that's not at all what I just saw. At all. And then they contact me and they're like, you know what? I'm starting to see a little bit of light here, and I apologize for anything that might have hurt you that I said. And it's like, I might not even know who some of these people are. I might not have ever even seen their comments about me, but I fucking appreciate the apology because they were big enough to do it and not everybody is. Why is there a tow truck near my house? Hold on a second. I mean, I don't have a car, so it ain't for me. Trying to figure out what the hell this guy's doing. I live on a dead-end street, so he's not getting that tow truck all the way down, but he's going to have to back all the way up. Oh, okay. Looks like he's going next door. Yeah, like I said, yeah, his Dodge Challenger that he can't even drive because he doesn't have a license. Make that make sense, right? I'm not saying she wasn't, a little bit nasty to other people. I'm saying, like, the people that have turned on her now are the people that she wasn't nasty to, right? Like, so why? You have to ask yourself, why? Well, it's because someone else told them to, right? That's the way they roll. That's exactly how they roll. I mean, and that's, again, I don't think I'm going to change anyone's mind on that when it comes to rooting for Karen or not rooting for. I don't think I'm going to change them. They know my position. Mine is very clear, right? Mine is very, very clear. But I think I've been trying to sort of cut through some of this anger and this hate because it's just eating everything up like a fucking cesspool, Oh yeah, he went off on her He went off on Sharon for no reason, for pointing out the obvious. And Aiden went off on her. It was not nice, dude. It was not, I mean, not that he's a nice person, but it was really awful, you know? You don't do that. You don't do that. I mean, that's the other thing. People are like, oh, it's not Karen. Like, oh, it was. It was. You can't even recognize something that's sitting right in front of you that is blatantly obvious, that has all the evidence to it. They're never going to get it. They're never going to fucking get it. They're going to argue until the end of time that it's all fake. It's AI and Aiden's always right. You know? And I mean, it was gross what they did. The way they attacked Jen O'Donnell, and she was like, listen, I'm having mental health issues at this point. Like, you guys are making me want to like myself. And please stop. Like, please stop. And they mobbed her and mobbed her and mobbed her and mobbed her. That was wrong, dude. That was wrong. Again, my dad died from suicide. He resides in this necklace that I wear. Okay? That's not a fucking joke. Suicide's not a fucking joke, dude. And so I reached out to Jen because no one should feel like that. And I get it. Jen might have said some shit people don't agree with. She might have been a little nasty to some people. Yes. Even me. Okay? She wasn't the kindest person to me before that. Right? But I still have to do the right thing that I feel is right as a human. And for me, it was to reach out and say, you are not alone. Please don't feel like that's the answer, right? Because that's a permanent answer to a temporary problem. You know? I mean, I agree with you. He doesn't have great judgment on pretty much anything he covers, you know? Hey, John, welcome back. Oh, hey, girl. Hey, bestie. Hey, bestie girl. They just couldn't. You know what I mean? They do. And I think that's part of the reason why they didn't really like me. It's because I'm not a shitty person. And so, you know, I don't run with shitty people. It's not the way I do things, you know? I mean, Kara's in here. She can tell you what kind of friend I am. Anybody who knows me in person. I mean, me and Kara just went on vacation together in July, and we had a blast in Saco. She was. Yeah, she was. And it's like she can't even talk now because she just gets attacked, and that's not right. That's not fucking right. That's not right. Not right at all. But Kara can tell you what type of friend or person I am. You know what I mean? Like, there are people in real life who know who I am. So it's like, when I grab these, you know, see these insults or people send me screenshots of them, like, sometimes I laugh and other times I'm like, and you didn't even bother to check to see if that was true. You just repeated it, you know? And they do shred people. They shred people. And it doesn't matter who it is. Does not matter who it is, you know? I don't blame you. I would have left too. I would have been like, you know what? Fuck yourself and the horse you fucking rode in on, sir. Put that in your fucking juice box and suck it, all right? Yeah, I fucking said it. Put that in your juice box and suck it. I'm putting that on a fucking shirt. How about that? I've been saying that one for a long time. We're going to put that one on a fucking t-shirt. Put that in your fucking juice box and suck it. But that's the other thing. People have to realize that he gets unhinged like that when you say a truth to him that he knows is true, and it irks him to the core, so he fucking loses it at that point. Loses it. I mean, I think he's going to find himself in a lot more trouble because he just can't stop putting, you know, fires. You know what I mean? Oh, wait until I get to that, right? This I fully agree with, and we're gonna get to the Jess Machado shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I hope that they stay. I haven't watched them much before now, but I really hope that they stay above that, because again, when you don't stay above that, you sort of feed into that, then you become part of that cult mentality problem where you're just like, you know what? Fuck everyone who's ever said this. Well, you don't know them, right? So how can I hate people I don't know? If people are going to attack me, yeah, sure, I can absolutely be like, you know what? You're a fucking scumbag. I'm all set. But to just make a blanket general statement like every anti-free Karen Read is a bad person, or every free Karen Read person is a bad person. There are some free Karen Read people who don't even have internet. Like, they're not even, like, they have internet, but they're not on social media. You know what I mean? Like, they're not on there tweeting about everything all day, every day. They're not on there harassing people and bullying people. They just think Karen's innocent. Okay, cool. They're entitled to that opinion. Think they're wrong, but they're entitled to that opinion. And they're not doing horrible, mean, awful, mean girl shit.
and they go on with normal life. Okay. They go on with normal life. I don't understand why it can't just be like that, because that's normal. That's what you're supposed to do. You know? I mean, I think right is right and wrong is wrong. What he did was wrong, but he's done it before. He's done it to many, many, many people, you know? And that's half the problem, Sharon, is that people turn that blind eye, you know? Okay, see, Art Deco is not free Karen Reed, but likes James, JFK, and Kev. I actually found them to be a little entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I found them to be entertaining, and I could get with Kevy Kev was trying to sort of be the big person in the room there, and I think the way he approached it was a good. And also at the same time, I had a little bit of James Jackson in me. A little bit of that anger. I felt that. Believe me, I felt that because I've felt like that before. When it comes to the sewer turtle, I'm just like, yeah, you're a bitch, and you would never say any of this to my fucking face. Let's just be real here. Let's just be honest, shall we? Come on. Well, that's the other thing. So be like, oh, it's private. Well, if he didn't do it, we wouldn't be talking about it. And if it was anybody else that did it, he'd be trashing that person. Let's make that very clear. I agree. She was the originator of the propaganda that she fed to him. 100%. All the talking points was fed to him. 100%. 100%. I do not disagree with you on any of that. I fully, wholeheartedly agree with you, Mark. Wholeheartedly, She is the reason. But at the same time, he was doing some of this stuff, not with her case, but some of this stuff, like there's victims that I have of his from before the Karen Reed case, like before. So for me, like they're equally shitty, but I'm dealing with his victims and helping them. So I feel like maybe I'm a little more invested on that side of it just because I'm helping them and they feel like they have been basically them and their families have been threatened into silence to the point where they can't say anything. And that's not fucking okay. That is not fucking okay. Oh, it's absolutely him. He's the only one who uses fucking Proton, dude. Come on. Him and there's one other person I know of that uses fucking Proton like that. So I mean, but let's make it clear it's his camp. It's his camp. Yeah, I mean, Karen Reed did say it, but he mouthpieced it. You know what I mean? She said it, he mouthpieced it. TV only had 6K watching last night. Subscribers are leaving now. I would hope so. Oh, it has been interesting. I bet Will decided he was going to shut it down last night because everybody at that point knew who it was and he couldn't really pretend anymore. I mean, that's just shitty. It is about the money, and it's unfortunate because, again, I'm going to repeat, content creators should make money. This is our job, right? This is what we do. We create content, and it takes time and energy. You have to create. You cannot just use a thumbnail the same time every time. Like, you have to create your own artwork for the front. You have to do like all that stuff you have to do before you can even like schedule the live stream and stuff. Like, it has to be different and original, or YouTube will flag it. It'll get shut down. You can get your channel shut down. Like, there's work that goes into this, right? Unless you're paying someone else to do it. And I'm not a big enough creator to afford to pay someone else to do it. I wish I could. But I take pride in knowing that I can figuring it out and doing it myself, right? I did my intro, I did my outro, and those were my first and second times ever editing a video at all. And I put them both together frame by frame by my fucking self. I'm pretty proud of those for your first and second time of ever editing a video. Those came out pretty damn fucking good. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Jess. Yeah, Proctor never went to 34th Fairview. So it's like he can't plant something that he was never even at that location that night. So how do you plant something that he was never near? Well, that's half the problem is everybody just believes him blindly. No matter what he says, everybody's blindly is like, oh, well, he always has receipts and he doesn't lie. And every time someone says that, I nearly fall out of my chair laughing. He lies so much. And if they only knew how much he lies, and if they only knew how many receipts he doctored and made up, and if they only fucking knew that the dude does not tell the truth and he lies so much, then maybe, just maybe they'd realize what kind of piece of shit they're following. A cop-out. An absolute cop-out. Oh, yeah. The parroting him is what they all do. It's parrot him, say the same things he says, talking points over and over so that other people who are watching repeat it. And then they go to Twitter and they repeat it and it's parroted and on and on and on and on. Seems very nice. She is very nice as a person, yes. Oh, absolutely. He called John a scammer. John's not a scammer. She never scammed anybody a day in her fucking life. But why? He had to tear her down because he wanted his 10 cents that he didn't think he got fast enough. She didn't have to offer to donate anything to his defense fund. She was trying to help. But he didn't get it right there, right then, right that after the minute after she said it. So, you know, that's the kind of person he is. You know? Well, it's definitely not personal. You don't it's not personal because A, one person wants it out, and B, you're a public figure who literally has made a platform on destroying other people's lives with mostly lies with their personal lives. And you think magically you get to play the cop out of it's a personal? Fuck out of here. My video said it went private when watching. Oh, okay. So that's how you know that they privated the video instead of just putting it on like members only. Got it. He doesn't realize, but if you guys catch when he pops off, he makes mistakes. He slips up. He says things that are, you know, a red flag to know, and still people deny it. Still, I think she already did. I think I'm pretty sure she did. Looks like she did. He is hiding the video from last night. I mean, I don't know why. Why not just put it out there? I mean, it definitely gives some context. And who the fuck declares? Why not let it other people watch it? You know? And I had a feeling that would happen, and that is why I like, you know, stayed up even when I was ready to fall asleep. I was like, nope, I gotta see this through because I had just a feeling because he did it the last time. They put it as a members only, and I'm not paying for that. I can't afford it. Like I was like, okay, hold on a second. Like he's gonna put it on private, so I had to watch it. You know? Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. You know, nobody can handle the truth at this point. That's half the problem. They just don't want it. Right? I know. Her birthday and my birthday are one day apart. So last year, my birthday was on Thanksgiving. This year, she gets the shit end of the stick, and her birthday's on Thanksgiving. But it's okay. We surprised her last year for her birthday, and we shall do the same thing this time. Because that's the kind of fucking friend I am. I want people to feel special and know that they're, you know, important to me, you know, and important to other people, and not feel like nobody gives a fuck, especially on a special day like your birthday. When you get older, that's really all you got is one day a year, your birthday, and you hope that people will celebrate it with you, you know? One from one day. Friday are all there. He did not make them private, FYI. From last night, though. I don't think the one from last night, I didn't see it. So I mean, she might crack. And that's the other thing, right? I shoved her, but she deserved it because she was crying. But he says he never did that, right? Said he never did that. People don't catch on to that, though. They don't catch on to where he slips up. Mind you, he agrees with 90% of what she happened that night. The only thing he wasn't admitting to for a while is pushing her onto the couch. And then he says this. And even after he says this, people completely ignore it like it didn't happen. Like, you're not realizing that just proved he fucking lied to all of you and trashed this girl so nobody would listen to her. And they're still trashing her. For what? Because he lied to hide his own dirt? Because he cared more about losing all of his followers than he did anything else. You know? Yeah, it didn't happen. He lets it slip all the time. People don't catch it. You know? Doesn't catch it. Yeah, last night's not on there. You know? Everyone should go. Yeah, we've talked about that a million times, you know? Like, what about the O'Keefes? Like, all the shit they've had to deal with and the mobs that they've had to deal with. And I think JFK actually even said last night, he had somebody else on his show. I think the guy's name was Bubba. I want to say his name was Bubba. He was just a viewer, so they opened up the thing. And I think his name was Bubba, and Bubba said, leave the fucking O'Keefes alone. Like, that's not okay. The fuck? They've lost their loved one, and y'all are fucking trashing them like they deserve it or something. Like, what is wrong with you? We do love you, Jack. Girl, listen, I want to go, but I don't know if that's going to be possible monetarily, okay? I still am just believing his words. He said it happened. It did happen. Same with the Karen Reed calls. He recorded and sent. No, yeah, he did, you know? Yeah, he said that. Oh, quite a bit ago, as far as I remember. You know? Quite a bit ago. Appreciate you, Jesse. Love what for me? I'm sorry, I'm lost. I like I'm like way behind in the comments. Okay, I gotta get down to the bottom here. Listen, it's my 39th. Don't age me. It's my 39th. My 40th will be next year. I do want to do something fun for my 40th. It's my 39th. Well, thank you, Art Deco. I appreciate that. He did, though. He did do a video on her. He did. He absolutely had a part in a 3-hour fucking video about her. Yes, he did. You know? Yes, he did. Thank you, Julie. An absolute savage. Oh, thank you, Donna. Appreciate you, my friend. And that should never happen to anybody. Nobody should obey anyone. Who the fuck is he to get anybody to obey? You know? That's a huge red flag. You know? I just got the vibe is off, but coolest. I mean, they attack her from fake accounts. Of course they curry favor. They want the money. They want to be accepted. They want the money. They want a piece of the pie. You know? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Hey, girl. Hey. All my besties up in here this morning. All my Twisted Troopers and my besties. You know? You know? I can confirm this is true. It's unfortunate, but true. You know? People are blind. You know, it's funny because my daughter is actually blind legally. And she's like, Mom, I'm blind and I can see what's going on. Why the fuck can't anybody else? I don't know. You know, she said that to me forever ago at this point. Months and months, and mine might even be almost a full year at this point when she said that to me. Like, I don't know, kid. I can't, you know, I don't know. Oh, Emily's still here. Okay. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? We're all human. We don't always, you know, sometimes I make immature decisions once in a while. Sometimes I choose violence over, over kindness. Very rarely, though. But if you come after my family and you lie about the people that I love, like my friends who are here in this chat, some of them, then that's when I choose it instead of, you know, choosing love. And I mostly choose love, you know? Right on X on Reddit, it's DUI case and he's slipping, can't drive. No idea. Yeah, and they all turned on her. Isn't that like about a bitch, huh? They all turned on her. It's like, is this? Oh, I do. Thank you. I saw you in JFK's live last night, Nanya. Shit business. It was hard to say hi to everybody because that thing was flying past. You know, it was that chat was flying past. I was like, oh damn, people aren't even gonna see these. And then of course, as I would go to type, it would slow down, and then as I would go to type, everyone else's would pop up, and I was like, oh fuck this, I give up. I give up. I fucking give up. I try to be. You know what I'm saying? I try to be there for all of my friends in the same way that I would be there always for Kara or for any of my other friends because it's the right thing to do. That's your family. Those are your friends, right? You should be there for them like that. Yeah, I don't have a car right now, but when I did, before it shit the bed almost 2 years ago now, when I had one, I've had, you know, God rest my best friend's soul. She passed away many years ago. I named my youngest daughter after her. My daughter's middle name is my best friend's name who passed away. And if she called me at 3 a.m. and said, I need you here now, I got up at 3 a.m. and I got in the fucking car and I didn't ask questions and I just drove straight to her house. Whether it was a breakup or a PTSD nightmare or domestic violence situation, or she just didn't want to be alone. I was always fucking there. 3 a.m, 5 a.m, 2 a.m, 11 at night, 2 p.m, I don't give a shit. And same, she was there for me. No matter what time it was, no matter where I was. I'm stranded, my car broke down, I'm in the middle of fucking Timbuktu. She's there, right? People have sort of lost that in a way, and it's kind of sad, right? It's kind of fucking sad. We're going to go over some of this stuff in a minute, and it's really deplorable, the shit that I can't with her. She's like something else, you know? I mean, I guess, a loyal friend to what are you being loyal to, though? You know? Yeah, he wrote an article about him. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? I mean, I don't know. I don't think she really has loyalty in anybody. I think it's a fucking act to ride the coattails, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, he did. He wrote about James and when they found the flag. You know? Well, that's because that's what he wants. He wants everybody to be like, I did this for this person, and this person did this for this person, right? It all has to be about what you get and what you do. Listen, when I help people, I don't do it expecting anything in return. And I'll tell you why. Because my grandmother always taught me that if you're doing something out of the kindness of your heart, you should never expect anything in return. Because that means you're not doing it for the right reason. You're doing it to expect something back. Don't do it if you're going to expect something back. Do the right thing to do the right thing because it's a good feeling to do, right? Don't do it because you want someone else to then do it for you later on, or you're expecting that they're going to do it because it's the right thing to do and know that you did it because it was the right thing to do. And I live by that. I don't help someone and be like, remember the time I did this for you? Why didn't you do this for me? I don't do that. I don't write checklists about, well, I helped you this time and this time and this time and this time, and you couldn't help me when I moved, or you couldn't come by. I don't take a list and go, look at all the things I did for you. What didn't you do for me? Does it hurt if you have friends that you've, done a ton of shit for and they never go out of their way to like even, yeah, that hurts. That's one thing to feel the hurt from that. It's another if you're doing, things to help other people you don't even really know, but maybe acquaintance of, and then you're expecting them to do something in return. Then why are you helping them? If that's to feel hurt by a friend is a completely different scenario, right? Than expecting everybody to do something for you, or you're getting something out of anything you do. If you're always trying to get something out of everything you're doing, you're not doing it for the right reason. You're not doing it for a pure intent. You're doing it for a shitty intent, and you shouldn't be doing it at all then. It's like an email thing. I only learned about Proton recently, within the last 3 months. And even I forgot. Listen, Proton emails were a thing forever ago. I thought by this point that they phased out, almost like AOL or Yahoo. Who the fuck ever uses Gmail or Apple, right? So I'm like, people still use Proton emails like a fucking thing? But I agree with you. Norfolk. And I appreciate what you do for the victims of him, no doubt about it. So don't get me wrong. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I think she needs a little bit of self-esteem, You're not the only one, Donna. Don't feel bad about it. You're not. You're really not, Don't feel bad about it because you're not the only one. You're not. You're not. Well, you know what? You got a loyal friend in me, my friend. I'll always have your back. Always. I mean, yeah, but also the same thing. Who else is a common denominator? Aiden himself. You know what I mean? Always a common denominator. It can't be everyone else. She secretly took herself to else one secret record. She didn't record Karen Reed Turtleboy recording. Aiden sent that recording out. To someone or to someones that he trusted. He recorded it. Bottom line. The main point is he recorded it. I mean, does he really drink that much? Bro, moderation, my friend, There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of misdirection, which is why I harp on the fact that I'm not going to sit here and say something that I don't know to be true. And you don't have to take my word for it because I'm not always going to put a fucking receipt because I'm protecting people. I'm not going to put out sources. If I put out certain receipts, it's going to reveal who the source is, right? And I'm not having people on my watch get harassed into oblivion until they feel like themselves because, a mob harasses them for telling the truth. I'm not having that. No, not doing that. So you can choose not to believe me. If you choose, that's on you. You can choose to believe whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want. You believe what you want to believe, Well, I feel like in this scenario with this wiretap shit, we're all entitled to the fucking truth because a lot of lies have been happening for a long while. You know what I'm saying? Karen Reed doesn't know. Yeah, well, do you know why he was saying that? Come to find out, like I told you guys days ago, right? Because I knew this for a long time that she was kind of telling him to stop doing that.
Come to find out, though, in that recording, she screamed at him and was like, Aiden, I gave you everything you have, right? And so she had been saying that to him for a little bit now when they were getting these tips. And so he kept going on his live stream and other platforms and being like, I owe Karen Reed. She gave me everything I have. It was a dig to her. That's what it was. It was a shots fired at her. And it was meant as a dig. And he does it in a way where if you don't know that's going on behind closed doors, you just assume he actually means it. But when you realize what happened behind closed doors and she was telling him that was his way of telling her to go fuck herself in public. You know? That's how, you know? Of course they will. I mean, I don't know. Why would you hide the street? Like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense though. Like, of course you're gonna do new shows, but why hide the one that people have already seen it? So I don't get what the point of that is, you know? I know. Listen, I know. And I need a nap today. I'm telling you. They're killing me. They're killing me with this late shit, you know? Oh, he's got the same birthday as me. 11/28. That's my birthday. Listen, I know. I'm going to be able to do a coffee refill, you know? Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you, my friend. Oh, look. You ain't going to JFK's party and not TV Halloween party as a huge statement. Well, I think we've seen them pick sides at this point, you know? Of course I am. You wouldn't be here if I wasn't okay with you. Oh, I will buy a Sprite. You know, I like my Sprite once in a while, my friend. I like to be able to get myself a little Spritey Sprite. I don't drink a lot of soda these days, but lately I've been wanting a Sprite here and there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donna, sends in the $5 so I can get a little Sprite later on her. I appreciate you for that, my friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, well, I mean, he made up a lot of, actually, he decided he was going to talk about Kara last night like it was some sort of like fun joke. And it's so funny to me because he has no content, so he runs back to talking about Kara. Why? There's no content there. Y'all haven't talked in I don't even know how long. Your threats against her didn't work, right? Your blackmail against her didn't fucking work, okay? None of that worked, sir. None of it. So why are you continuing to talk about her as if she's the problem? Sir, why don't we tell the world how you tried to threaten her numerous times and demanded that she do X, Y, and Z? Let's talk about the time you demanded that she go back to Lindsay, just like you demanded from Lauren, that they both go back to Lindsay and say they were lying after they had already talked to Lindsay and sort of told the truth about what had been going on. You know, it's insane to me. It just doesn't make fucking sense. He doesn't want to tell the truth about anything. Everyone else is bad. Why doesn't he say the things that he did to Kara? Why? Why doesn't he talk about those things? You know, it was the dead of night, but they also don't stop until like 4 or 5 in the morning, so that's why, you know. He makes a lot of those jokes. Yeah, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. You know, I don't either. I don't watch them because I just can't stomach the lies. Well, that's exactly what it is, Michelle. It's desperate for approval, you know? Yeah, how not to treat a lady. I got at least 2 or 3 ladies in here right now that can tell you he has no idea how to treat a woman. Period. Point blank, never has. I am a whippersnapper. Yeah, it's a little whippersnapper. Me, little goddamn whippersnapper. Well, people will bounce from one to the other, probably. To the both events, you know? Looking, I am. I'm 39. I'm old. I feel old with all my health. I have a lot of serious health problems and I'm in chronic pain myself pretty much every day. And I got a lot going on. So my body feels way older than 39. I'll tell you that. We are missing Tracy. I know. I texted her the other day. Minutes to hit my goal. Yeah, it's never going to happen. I know I put one up there for like super chats, but I never make those. And it's obvious it's better for people to do it on like Cash App and Venmo and PayPal anyway. I have another $5 donation on PayPal. I just got, that I'm just seeing. Would love your take on what Jess did to LTL. She's just so much drama. If that doesn't take Nan away from them all, I don't know what will. Well, I have a take on that. All right. I do have a take on this. And I'm going to play something. That's why I haven't gone over it yet. I like that they play a little bit of music too. It's unfortunate though, because what happens is they get all the super chats. And then if you play music that doesn't have, like, you don't own the rights to, or that YouTube doesn't think you own the rights to, guess what happens? You get a copyright strike. And then any money that you made, you don't get. YouTube takes it. They take it. And they give it to either the person who has the licensing on the music, or they keep it, which it has to be illegal. But of course, nobody has challenged it or successfully challenged it yet. You know, I think that was James Jackson, who was going down a list of charges. Like, if you think it's okay to beat women or do this or do that, and Glera lost his ever-loving mind because he thought he was calling him out about his TV charge, even though James Jackson wasn't. He told on himself. He got so mad when he was, and it's like, you didn't even listen to everything. All you heard was, if you think it's okay to do this, and he said something else first, you know, and beat women, like, where we're from, these things are not okay, right? And if you think it's okay to do this and beat women, and Glera lost it right there. And it's like, bro, you just told on yourself. So the people that didn't know, his ex had to get a restraining order on. She said he's abusive to her and their son. He's arrested for hitting his special needs son. Like, that's, again, this is who they follow. And it's like, okay, maybe if it was 20 years ago, cool. But the dude, if you can't see that the sewer turtle is a narcissist, then he does not hang out with good people. Good people come out of that circle real quick, either because they're pushed out immediately because they're seen as good people who are now then a threat because they can see through the bullshit pretty easily and pretty quickly, or they get lied about. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, he definitely intimidated witnesses. That's he did that. And, you know, it's all on him what he did, right? He's facing the 105 years because of his fucking actions. You know, bottom line, you can't take a bullhorn and go to people's houses, and you can't go to school events screaming people are murderers when there's no evidence. They've committed no crime. They've been arrested and charged with no crime. Come on, man. Like, you can't do that shit. That's the same thing as the mob used to do, which is coming to your house and killing your dog and leaving it on the front porch as a warning. Don't show up in court and don't speak. They don't have to say a single word. Leaving the dog there is the words, right? When you go to a kid's sporting event and you're saying that they're murderers and this and that, that is your way of asking them to shut the fuck up and go, or you're going to keep harassing them. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. Okay. You don't have to say, I am trying to get you to change your, your testimony for it to be witness intimidation. You know? That's just a cop-out. It's a cop-out. He's using it as a cop-out. If Karen's not going to go and have him charged with it, he's not going to get charged with it. So it's just a cop-out about why he's not talking about it. I'm like, the lawyers told me not to. Well, you flipped out for 26 minutes on Spaces, my dude, saying you didn't do it. So you clearly didn't give a fuck about it then, you know? The flag story is funny, right? Like, I'm from here. I love that story. Fell off the truck. You know what I mean? Fell off the truck. You can't, right? You can't do that. You can't do that, you know? Girl, I just did. Listen, I love you so much, Leah. I already did that. I already did that. Well, he says he's for 1A, but he only likes 1A when it's just him. He likes his speech, but nobody else's speech. Let's make that clear, you know? Oh, the temperature needs to come down hardcore. And I've really been trying to bring it down. Like, myself as a person, like, be a bigger person, even myself, like bigger than I already am. I've been trying to do, and like, bring that temperature down. It is fucking hard as hell when shit like this starts to happen, you know? Agreed. I agree with you, you know? Yeah, of course he played it to trash him. And it's like, for what reason? Because they're bad now because they said some shit that was true about you that you don't want out there. Same game over and over. And all he does is validate to people that that's what he's doing, is playing the same game over and over and over, right? He's not helping himself by doing that. He's validating why people should unfollow, like not subscribe to him anymore, you know? It's so crazy to me. Yeah, you're not supposed to cross the line, right? You got to be respectful or you get yourself arrested, you know? I mean, Flipper probably was a useful idiot. And again, he's attacked too. You know, he gets attacked too. Everybody's going to be a useful idiot at some point if you're willing to fall for that shit, you know? Right, exactly. Don't give them a reason to arrest you. They're doing like it's their job, but don't fucking give them a reason. You know? Yeah, he went on there to make peace. No, he didn't. The second he left, he gave that link to the glare. The glare came in through the back, right? To start a problem. Why? Because Aiden didn't want to look like he was starting a problem himself. So what did he do? He bounced out of the chat with them, gave Glare the link and said, give them hell. Like, does anybody else think anything else besides that happened? I mean, that's what happened. You know what I mean? Oh my God, the amount of money you have to pay for lawyers nowadays too, like the amount of money that he has wasted of other people's money for them to have to defend themselves against baseless claims when it comes to him is fucking absurd, and he should have to pay every goddamn penny of it. The fact that he hasn't, you know, been held accountable for all that after all this time is fucking mind-boggling to me. I mean, maybe be sober once in a while. You don't have to be drunk every night, dude. Like, you know, maybe wouldn't be falling over. I mean, yeah, he is. He is. He tries to get sympathy, right? He uses all these little things as sympathy so people will, you know, give him more money. It is what it is. He, you know, his charges are from him being a fucking lunatic and doing the shit that he does. Listen, I quit soda a couple years ago. I mostly drink water. Okay. To be fair, I mostly drink water, but I do like a little Sprite here or there. You know, I like it when I'm outside with the kids playing, but I drink water pretty much all day. And this one has like, these waters have like, it's flavor, but it has zero, you know, zero sugar, zero, you know, zero. Oh God, I have not seen those yet. But again, that was more of a distraction. I don't think anybody really cares about what happened between Flipahead and Olivia. The only person who cares about that is the sewer turtle because he needed it to be the distraction. Everybody look over here and look at what he did. Don't look at what happened with me. Look at this because he's a scumbag and he's an asshole and he's crazy. If anybody else did not see that for exactly what it was, which is pure distraction, then you are fucking blind and I cannot help you, you know? Have we seen the text he sent Meredith to lie? Yes, we have. We have seen those. We've shown them here, where he tells Meredith to go back and lie about. That's why I was saying he's done the same thing to Kara and he's done the same thing to Lauren, telling them to go back and lie to Lindsay because they were ruining his relationship. He tried to gaslight them both. Right? That's abuse, coercive control. Go back and tell Lindsay you lied. You're ruining my. So while he plays this whole she was just a side chick thing. Let's be clear here. That's a fucking bold-faced lie, okay? He was sending messages, 2 videos that he was going to himself because she said she needed space. And his answer was, no, you don't. And she wasn't answering him. So he sent 2 of those. 2, okay? 2. Make no mistake. He made these 2 women go back to her and say they lied because he loved her so much, and they were ruining his relationship. Let's be clear here. This whole she was my guma pumping bullshit is a fucking lie. He has to play it off that way though, right? Because if he admits that he loved her, then he looks like an ass now, doesn't he? Make no mistake. Kara can confirm that. Lauren can, but she probably won't. He's on JFK. He's one of the guys on JFK's show. Yes, there's 3 people. I heard one of them say that last night that they have their own. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't smoke weed, but my husband does, and you know, it helps him sleep. I'm not a weed smoker. I'd be in the closet, probably paranoid. I'd be, you know, eating a bowl of cereal and like drip milk on myself and think it's a waterfall. Like I can't smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed since I was like 18, maybe 19 tops. I can't do it. Zeva Spinks, we'll have to try that. Auntie Deb accused them of planning to have Flip calling them out on sick accounts, then how they are the reason for division.
No, they're not. The truth is the reason for division, and the fact that you guys tried to fucking bury it from people who deserve to know it. You know? I'm not saying he wasn't out of line, but at the same time, imagine talking to a girl for 3 months that refuses to FaceTime you. I'd have some fucking questions, and it might make me go a little cuckoo too. Like, that's crazy. You're telling me you'll FaceTime Aiden Kearney and his lawyer, but not the dude you say you're falling in love with for 3 months? Make it make sense, dude. Like, I mean, I'm not obviously condoning, flipping out. I'm just saying. Like, let's also remember that was a weird fucking scenario. I don't get why she would need to hide her identity that way. That's fucking weird. She's acting like, she's Taylor Swift or something, that you can't show your face. It's fucking weird, Yeah, we got lots of potheads in the chat. We got lots of potheads. No, yeah, I mean, I get it. I think he had a thing for her at that point, so he wasn't willing to stop talking. He was trying to coax her probably into being just show me so we can end this. Like, why she had to go, I don't know. I would have done it because I'm not wasting my time on something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just not fucking doing it. Oh, I wouldn't either, Carolyn. I'm with you on that, my friend. Nope. That's what I'm saying. Like, you come from my family and you deal with me. You deal with me in person. Not this bitch internet, baby back bitch. I'm gonna fucking type shit and I'm gonna scream into the camera bullshit and say shit that I would never actually do and lie. You talk to me in fucking person, sir. Okay? The Holy Grail. I mean, that's another thing. You hired somebody you'd never seen? Well, okay. The fact that he says that, like, I only bring receipts and I always tell the truth. If you have to say that you always bring receipts and you always tell the truth, it's because you're trying to convince yourself and other people of that. Nobody who actually tells the truth all the time and has receipts all the time needs to say that. You know what I say? You can choose to believe me if you want. You can choose to not believe me. I don't give a fuck because I know I'm telling the truth. So I don't give a shit whether you believe me or not. Take it whatever way you fucking want. Those of us that tell the truth to people don't give a shit whether you believe us or not. We're giving it to you. What you choose to do with it is on you. I don't need to sit here and be like, I always bring the receipts. I never lie. I mean, I will say, as I have said a million times, my track record's pretty good with guessing and making my predictions about what's going to happen. Most of the time because I have inside information other people don't. And because I know what's going to fucking happen. That's why. But I agree with you. He looked dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. Oh my God. Right on the front porch, right? Like sit on the porch or sit in a chair. You get the breeze and the stuff. Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. See? Some people like the gummies, Yeah. For somebody you've never met, that's crazy to me. It's because he found out Nurse Kim was streaming his live show, making her own nasty. Well, they're going to do that no matter what. So that makes I mean, I don't private my videos because it makes no sense. People are going to look at them. They're going to watch them. So be it. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? If she's going to play them, she's going to play them. Who cares? You're not going to stop her. You know what I mean? If you wait 5 days to make it public again, I mean, why make something private? Isn't the whole point for people to be able to watch it? If people aren't, you want your audience, right? I don't want my audience to feel like if they're not awake or they're at work while I'm streaming that there's no way for them to go back and watch it if I private it, right? I want everybody to have full access who wasn't here with us now to be like, oh, hey, I know Elise had a show today, but I had a baby shower to go to or whatever. So I'm going to go and I'm going to, watch it on the replay, right? I mean, again, that's just how I do it because it doesn't make sense to not, because then other people are missing it who want to see it, All right. Let's see here. And that's the other thing I said. At least flip ahead like a man took fucking responsibility and accountability for what he did. Same cannot be said for Aiden. The same cannot be fucking said. All right. Now, most of you are not going to love this because most of you, like me, are not a fan of Jess Machado, but you need to hear this, okay? Some shit that she said yesterday on her show. Now, I will tell you this. I will tell you that on her show, she revealed that Aiden called her during that Spaces, which we know, to accuse her and bitch her out, and then called her again and accused her of sending that screenshot of Karen's message to Kate.
I'll tell you this other thing. The second Aiden screenshotted that and sent it to someone when Karen sent it to him, that thing hit the internet maybe an hour later. It started trickling into a lot of us, right? And some people just had it before other people. Like other people checked their email and shit and had it first. That's what it boils down to, is who put it out there first, you know? But a multitude of people got it. So the people Aiden keeps saying, like, why do you keep sending private shit that you don't want out there to people? You're still not learning, even after the the video. It's a video, but they put it out there in audio form, you know, in clips. But even after that, and even after all the other times you've done it, you're still doing the same shit over and over. So for those people who sit there and go, he wouldn't do that, he wouldn't be that stupid, why is he still doing stupid shit like that? He is that stupid. He doesn't fucking care. He wants to brag. Or he wants to show people like, oh, this is what she said to me. Look what she said to me. What if I could bitch, right? He wants that narrative, you know? Yeah, exactly. They can commentary it. It's fair use. As long as you're not like just harping on the entire time, you're actually giving commentary on what they're saying. Oh, yeah. See, I don't like that. I just don't like that. Some people can't afford to send super chats, and that's fucking okay. You should still be having conversations with your viewers who can't afford to send you super chats. Why block out an entire... Okay, I think people don't realize, especially creators maybe, you think that because someone is of lower income or poor that they're not intelligent, that they don't have something intelligent to say. They might have something more intelligent than anybody else in that fucking chat to say. Okay? Not everybody has the same resources and not everybody had the same opportunities. I know a lot of really intelligent people. Had they had the opportunity, they'd all be CEOs and they'd all be millionaires if they had the same opportunities as others, right? I didn't have those same opportunities either. So there's no reason that we shouldn't be reading for the class other people's opinions, even if they can't send a super chat. We should still be reading their comments and commenting on them, you know? I know, I'm sorry. I know you guys can't. I know. And I can't either, but I'm an Irish poor face. Me too, man. You know, listen, paycheck to paycheck over here. It's gotta do what you gotta do. I'm a low income family. I got kids, you know, it is what it is. All right. Oh, what the fuck? Why isn't it making... Okay. All right. Now, let me get to the part right around here somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's somewhere. Okay. So she starts talking a little bit about Aiden over here. It's a little long, so I'm going to try to let you guys listen to it without interrupting, all right? I will, like, stop it at some points and make quick comments on it, just because, like, I don't want to lose my train of thought afterwards. But I want to try to not banter a lot because I want you guys to hear it. And I know most of you that do not care for her, I do not care for her either. But this goes to show you, right? Aiden only cares about himself. And right here fucking proves it times 100. Just remember that, okay? Remember that when listening to this.
Questioning me. I mean, I mean, there's so much going on. I thought I was being set up. Like, I was just like, is this a setup? Like, what am I messaged Kate Peter. I was like, who sent it to you?
Okay, so we got to go back a little tiny bit.
So he sends me this screenshot and he's like, this is you sent the screenshot to Kate Peter. To Kate Peter? And I said to him, who in your fucking circle is convincing you of that?
Well, Jess, to be fair, you do the exact same thing when it comes to other people. So it's all just one big fucking happy fuck circle now, isn't it? Also, I'm going to put this on the screen while she's talking, just so, you know, I've been taking it, like, I've only had it up very shortly, so people miss it, and they're like, can you put that back up? So these are the ways that you can donate to the channel. It's also in the description of the video, and there's a link in the chat that you can donate at the top of the screen where you can just use a credit or debit card. Otherwise, we have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Revolut, and Chime. The Chime is the same as the Venmo and the Cash App. And I'm just going to, like, let it run for a bit.
Who's telling you that it was me? And he said nobody. It's got to be you. And he gave a reason why. And I was like, it's not me. So somebody else is doing it. Somebody else has access to your phones. Somebody else is logging into your Facebook page. Somebody else is looking at your text messages. Somebody else is doing it. And it's not me. I'm not a Houdini. I'm not a magician. And I also don't have the motive. So who does have the motive? Who does want to fuck with you?
Sorry, she like pauses here. Like, dude, a million people, but
It is a
stop
thankless,
saying that that's
selfless
what happened.
job to be Aiden Carney's friend.
It's a thankless
But I
job
believe in him
to be his
so
friend.
much. And I believe so much in what he does. And I walked you through this on Wednesday. Before this guy caught cases, I caught my own. And I can't bond with anybody else that way. I can't connect with anybody else that way. I mean, if you have gotten caught up on charges and people tried to put you in jail because of you telling the truth, call me and we can grab a
I
drink.
don't hate anybody.
Like,
I
but
just
I
know
don't-
things you guys
I don't know
so
anybody else that has gone through this. And I've always felt like he's the only person that understands what it's like to like joke.
because he
What a
lied.
joke. It was I didn't even make like Ratchet Madness bracket. Like it's not even you know what I mean? So
That
like
is what makes YouTube awesome. Yep, sure is.
This is a bigger picture. This is about my commitment to somebody who I believe in. This is about my commitment to a person who, just like myself, is flawed, who doesn't always make the right decision, who kind of I'm ahead of him in that. I've learned. I've matured. You know, I'm a tougher person, hence my give me my money when I'm on your fucking show attitude that I have. He's a little bit of a softie. I mean, I personally think it's worse since his mom passed away. I think that he misses his mom and doesn't have anybody to talk to about this stuff.
He didn't
And
talk
so
to his mother about it either. Stop.
bitches
Please stop.
like get to him
That's not it.
who don't care. Crazy bitches
Yeah, that's it. It's all the crazy bitches.
who
Couldn't be
ruin
him.
things for him.
Couldn't be him.
They are
ruining
the
things.
cause, and everything else is the effect.
All the crazy bitches are the cause.
And I'm
Not
going to tell
Aiden,
you something.
but
It
all the
got me
bitches.
so mad
That's
that
delusional.
he was questioning me. I mean, I couldn't. I mean, there's so much going on. I thought I was being set up. Like I was just like, is this a setup? Like, what am I?
He
I
knows his
messaged Kate
colors.
Peter.
He
I
wrote
was
a
like, who
story
sent
about
it
her.
to you? Just fucking tell me who sent it so I can drop the
That was
fucking
all
name. And
lies,
you know,
according to her.
Kate's not going to do that. And I think she tweeted at me. Erin was saying I haven't looked at it yet, but I didn't send her shit.
Okay.
You know, after I did that stream yesterday, Erin called me. I was just done and she had been listening. She's like, let's go to the comfort zone and have some snacks and some drinkies. And like, that's my thing. And I love to do it. I was in such a weird headspace. Like I couldn't do it. And I was like at home and I was like laying down and I was thinking about it. And I was just like, you know, Karen needs to get into therapy. She's been through a traumatic experience and Aiden needs to get into, yes, it's all about Jess Machado. It's a Jess Machado show. It's all, can we pin that?
That's
It's all about Jess Machado.
She
Right
knows
here
who
it
he
is. Right here it is all about Jess Machado. And apparently it's all about Jess Machado too, some other places. Can you help it?
I mean,
I 100%
so
stand
snide.
with Aiden. I 100% support Aiden. I supported Karen. I did my job.
Not
I
clueless.
supported Karen.
He wrote a story
happy
about her
she's
that was
free.
supposedly lies way back when.
Somebody took a clip of
Call
me
her a gutter
saying,
muppet,
I got a
dude.
crush on JFK.
Okay?
He's cute. Like just fucking joking around.
She knows who he is.
I guarantee my husband does not care at all. Did you watch the show today? Does Jeffrey look like he cares about that? So someone just said, I'm not happy with Karen Reed. I'm so sad for him.
Sad for him. Be sad for all his victims. How about that instead of him?
He said your husband was there. I think he was. Was Jeff here that day?
I mean, that's
No,
totally
I
okay,
think maybe
Nunya.
he had left because I said this is what
Maybe
happens
she
when
should
Jeff
just be reporting on
leaves.
regular
Like
shit.
as a joke. First of all, I'm just gonna
She put stories out about Lindsay that were not true, and
Jesus
never
Christ.
reached out to Lindsay to clarify anything until
Do you
after she did
think
it.
that
That's
I'm
not
going to
journalism.
say
You don't
something
do
on
that.
this show that I know that isn't going to live forever or get screenshotted immediately? Do you know, like right now in my head, there's so many things that I could say that I know I can't say. Somebody just said like Jeff doesn't have a small ego or something. Or what is it? Jeffrey said something. When is Jeffrey's besties merch going to drop? Like my husband is so above you people, like the JFK shit, so
Like,
far above. And I don't need to start a
what?
fucking turf war with my husband and JFK. So like people should keep
Nobody
the fuck
was
out of
trying to
it.
do that.
I was being, if you
Very
remember,
self-entitled.
Erin was right on point with fucking JFK, and I was buffering it over
Did get
because I
fired
was
by
in
Howie
my
Joe.
era of being a new content creator, and there's a community here. There's a community here. Everybody's part of a community.
Yeah.
Where's the community?
Oh, you don't have one? I do.
Where's the community?
Build it
Karen
yourself.
Reed going on JFK's
That's
show.
your community.
Karen Reed
Duh.
promised Aiden she would go on his show
Here
first.
it is. Here it is.
And every single day after that, when she hasn't, it has hurt him.
Where?
And he's fucked in the head by it.
Where?
And it fucks with his head.
Well,
And so he acts like a fucking caged animal
him.
because he did all this shit for her.
It's everyone
and
else's
that's what he
fault.
was asking for. And she didn't do it.
Oh.
And she fucking goes on other people's shows. And it's like fucking a fucking knife to the back. And he
Please.
fucking is, he's human. Like, and then
Poor
so
turtle.
if you're let me tell you something.
It's everyone else's fault.
Somebody says, Jessica, I'm going to give you fucking 10 grand to put Karen Reed on your show.
Nobody's doing that.
Do you think I'm going to take her? You think I'm going to take her on my show? No, I'm not saying Karen would come on my show.
Yeah.
I'm saying if somebody gave a hypothetical and said, Karen Reed wants to come on your show for $10,000.
All I'm hearing is,
never.
poor turtle, it's everyone else's fault
Never.
but his. Maybe she won't go on a show because he tried to blackmail her in trial 1.
It's okay.
Let's
It's
talk
okay,
about that,
friends,
Jess.
because you know what?
Oh, you won't.
This is what happens
No,
all
you
the
won't.
time.
Right?
Years
You
and
won't.
years and years. This is how, she had her show a lot longer than her and I were friends. Like she had old radio shows, but this is how it has been with her and I.
Yeah, you don't.
It is
that's
what it
o-
is,
that's
right?
okay
We
to
find the
not know
stuff, we ask the
everything.
questions
Art
that nobody
Deco,
wants to
I
hear,
mean,
and then we get fired,
there's a
we
lot that
get
goes on.
canceled, we get blocked, we
There's a lot
get,
that goes on behind closed doors.
YouTube is like bigger eyes, a lot of keyboard warriors. So like, this is fine. This is what I told her yesterday. This is what it's going to be. You got to come in, and
This is also part
people
of
aren't used to the truth. People aren't used to it. It is
No,
it
this
is what it is.
pandering to Aiden.
We're used
That's
to
what
it.
This is.
Thank
This
you.
is everybody
I
else's
appreciate this,
fault.
but
Everyone
used to
else's fault but his. Well, poor Aiden didn't get what he wanted, so he needs to cry like a baby bitch
And these
about
weird, like, narratives, like she took money and blah, blah, blah. You
That's
bet your
weird. You
fucking
took
ass
money
I
as
took
being a
money. I
guest?
gave my talent to these people.
You don't have a talent.
And it's my job, and I'm making money. And everybody, show your receipts, everybody. Show how much money you guys.
I'm sorry. I have to stop her there. For somebody taking money to be a guest on other people's show, and then you have the audacity to sit there and said, they're paying for my talent. No, they're paying for fucking commentary, dude. You don't give a fuck if somebody offered you money to be on their show. You took it? Listen, I'm as fucking poor as the day is fucking long, bro. As the day is long, right? I would never charge somebody to come on their show as a guest. As a matter of fact, I hope and I pray that one day I hit real big numbers, hundreds of thousands, even millions of views. That way I can pay it forward to some really small creators that are my size and bring them on to help them build their platform. That's what I hope. I could never charge someone, especially when being a content creator, you're going to charge me to be a guest to give commentary on a legal case or on drama? The entitlement is my talent. I'm sorry for the people who like her. I'm sorry, just plug your ears, but she doesn't have any fucking talent. Okay. She's been let go from every journalistic job she's ever had. FYI, in case you didn't know. B, she put out a series of these stories about Lindsay that were half-truths, mistruths, lies, cherry-picked pieces of different court documents that she smushed together and acted like it was one, but didn't put any of Lindsay's responses in it, of course, to defend herself at all. None of her responses, right? and then published it without ever reaching out to the subject of your reporting. If you're going to report on somebody, journalistic 101 ethics, you have to reach out to the person you're doing the story on and get comment from them. That is the way it works, right? You chose to do none of that because you needed to, and again, plug your ears if you don't want to hear this vulgarness. You needed to suck Turtleboy's fucking dick and play games. So you needed to do hit pieces on his ex. If you didn't just hear her, she basically said it's all the crazy bitches' fault that he gets with. It's no one else's fault but them. It's them. It's the crazy bitches. And it's also Karen's fault because she didn't go on his show. And so that hurt him. And so he acts like a maniac because his fifis were hurt. His fifis were hurt. And so he acts like a maniac, and that's everyone else's fault. Do you even hear what the fuck you're saying, bro? Where's the accountability? Where is it? I don't fucking see it. Where the fuck is it? You're a grown-ass adult. He's a grown-ass adult. There is no, oh, well, they hurt my fifi, so I get to act like an asshole and then blame it on everyone else. Why? Why, Jess? Why did she not go on his show? Give the fucking why. Don't just act like, oh, she went on everybody else's show. And let's be clear here. Once again, let's be very, very clear. I am not a fan of Karen Reed, and I think she's fucking guilty of sin. I think she did a lot of shitty shit, and she hurt a lot of fucking innocent people. Let's make that abundantly clear. But I am also going to fucking say it is not Karen's fault that she didn't go on his show. She didn't go on his show because he had done some sneaky, snaky, lying ass shit since before trial 1 started, but all through trial 1, all through trial 2, he is doing nefarious, awful, shitty things, including trying to fucking blackmail her because she didn't give him a seat in court. A fucking seat, okay? The fact that these words are coming out of her motherfucking mouth and she doesn't hear what she's saying and stop herself is beyond me. It's beyond me, dude. It's not everyone else's fault but Aiden's. He's the fucking common denominator. Okay? It's not every ex he's ever had's fault, and I'm not a fucking fan of Meredith, or Lauren for that matter, okay? I think they're both mean girls. I think they're fake as fuck, okay? Let's be clear. It is not everyone else's fucking fault but the sewer turtles. When is it his fault for his actions? Can't be everyone else's fault. That's called coercive control. That's called abuse. That's called Darvo. Let's flip it out. He's the victim now and everyone else is the perp. No. You don't get to do that. Sorry. Nope. Listen, I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, listen, again, my best friend's passed away a long time ago. But if she did something and I thought it was wrong, I'm going to tell her. Like, if I'm her friend, I'm going to say, listen, that was fucked up, dude. What you did was fucking wrong. And then I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm not going to publicly, I'm not going to trash you, right? As a friend, obviously. But I'm not going to publicly sit there and defend the indefensible and then blame your victims. I mean, that's fucking crazy. She could have just said nothing about it. She chose to speak on it and twist it. That's the problem that I have. You want to be loyal to your friend? Cool, be loyal to your friend. Just say nothing. But don't get up there and lie and blame everyone else for an adult's issues. He's a grown adult. It's not, oh, he acts like a caged animal and a rabid dog because, well, he's just got all crazy exes and it's everyone else's fault. And he's mad that Karen didn't come on his show, so he acts like a maniac. Well, say why. Say fucking why he wouldn't come on your show. Say why she didn't want to go. Give all the reasons, not just one. Don't just give the blackmail. Give all the reasons. All the lies that he was telling people and all the narratives he was using to get more donos and more dollars. Give all the fucking reasons. All the lies. Right? She could have just said nothing and still had his back. No? You know what I'm saying? You want to be loyal to him? Cool. Do that. He's your friend. He's your friend. Cool. Do that. But don't get on here and then play Darvo and switch it up and try to blame all his exes and everyone else but him. I mean, that's just disingenuous. And then you're just lying. And now, how can I take your credibility serious? You want to defend your friend? Cool, fine. But actually defend them in things that are defensible, right? Or just say nothing. Because at that point, your credibility is fucking shot. I can't take you serious and I never did take her serious after the first lie she told. But for the people who are taking her serious, how do you take somebody serious that's lying right to your face? and flipping it in your face. All these creators are doing the same thing. You didn't see what you saw and you didn't hear what you heard. And Aiden's famous for that. No, guys, you didn't see that. That's not what you heard. Let me tell you what you heard. Let me tell you what you saw. Like you didn't just see it with your own eyes or hear it with your own ears. That's called a narrative, folks. You know? Oh, capable? He's more than capable. And these are things he's been doing since before Karen Reed was even a case. The tapes are real. He recorded them in the same way that he recorded numerous ex-girlfriends and numerous victims, including Scanlon and Lucky Loughran and a full long list. And how do I know this? How would you know this, Elise? Well, because I hold the receipts for some of the people he's done it to, because those victims come to me, right? Well, why aren't the receipts out there, Elise? Because I'm not going to out the victims. They're going through a lot and they already have been threatened and attacked, right? They're dealing with it the proper way. What comes of it, comes of it. What doesn't, doesn't. We have no control over that, right? But I am good for my word. And my word is good. If I say you are safe with me, then you are safe with me. And anybody I helped on either side knows that. And there are so many behind the scenes things that people don't know. I love when people from the other side come here and go, well, how would you know? Because I fucking do. Because I fucking do. There's a multitude of reasons on how I know. Okay? You don't have to believe me. That's cool. But at least when everything comes out and the shit hits the fan, at least I hope that if you came at me sideways at any point in time, that you put your big girl and big boy pants on, like some people already have over the last 2 years, and come back to me and apologize for being a human piece of garbage to me about spreading lies and false things that he said about me and calling me names and throwing insults my way simply because he said I'm bad, right? Twisted bad. Aiden said so. He beat his chest like George of the Jungle. Everyone bad but me. The fuck out of here. Everyone bad but me. Everyone bad but him. It's the same thing over and over. Before the Karen Reed case ever existed, do you know how many times Aiden claimed he was set up? The hackening, right? Brett was here last night. He got it. Okay. He tried to blame Brett for some shit and get him charged. Okay. There's so many fucking things. So many fucking things that this guy has done long before the Karen Reed case ever existed. And there's so many. He has lit, and I kid you not when I say this, I swear to God on my kids, he has set other people up with fake manufactured receipts. He used pictures of his own children in the bathtub, made a fake account, and had someone help him, wrote all about it in a group chat that we have, and said, hey, I need you to, put these out there and make it look like this dude. Help me out with this thing here. And then Aiden then took it upon himself to do it himself. He then took those into court. Okay, that pretend account to be that person with pictures of his own kids as threats to him. He took those into court to claim that that person was threatening him. And then later on, after court happened, much later on, we get all the group chats because somebody in there was very uncomfortable with what he was doing. And so we get all the group chats that show he was fucking lying the whole time. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Hold on, my headphones just disconnected and I don't know why they just disconnected either. What the hell? Hello, headphones. Well, I know they didn't die. Hold on. Let me try turning them off. I'll play this. Yeah, it's a felony. Wiretapping. No, I know you're not trying to stir anything. I'm trying to give other people some other context of some things that they might not have known, right? And this is all out there for anybody to go look at the receipts of the stuff that I just talked about. That's all there, It's all there. These are things he did long before the Karen Reed case existed ever. Tell me, I'm going to keep playing this. You guys tell me if you can hear it because I'm not going to be able to because my headphones, but I need to figure out what's going wrong with them. So just tell me in the chat if you can hear it when I unpause it.
Fucking made. Shut your super chats off, Erin says. Shut your super chats off. Don't take any money. That's why Mark Betterow shut that shit down. He was like, absolutely not. You're not going to use me to rake in cash. Nope. Nobody's going to come for Daddy Bettero. Rightfully so. But still, you get what I'm saying. Yes, I'm starting weekday shows. We did a Wednesday one. This smells like just so many bad decisions, Jeffrey's hoodie. And you just, people are crazy. This is so crazy. Make a ton of money and make a ton of money. I was just talking to Erin. I was like, I don't know. Like, we got to get this going. Let's sell more merch. I'm going to read some comments. I'd be pissed if I was Turtle. Karen fucked up by not holding herself to the word. Yeah. And maybe, by the way, I listen to him vent about that. Maybe when I listen to him vent about people doing him dirty, I'm emotionally invested in that. Maybe I am listening to him talk about breakups and I'm Team Aiden in that scenario. I'm Team Aiden in every scenario he brings my way. If I wasn't, I don't think he would talk to me. I'm there to support him. I'm there to listen to him. I'm there to give him advice. I'm there to make him question. Can he just change his iCloud passcode so can keep it pinned? Pin it. Pin it.
Sad.
Can we do a two-factor authentication, please, Aiden? Can we? I said this the other day. The face of a bitch in the mix. I said this other day. The man needs handlers. He needs a driver. He needs a handler. That man should never be out in public without a driver and somebody handling him.
Normal people don't need handlers.
I have Erin. When I go out in public to public events, my bestie is with me. She is protecting me. She is looking out for me. She is holding my phones. She's taking notes. She's taking business cards. And maybe he can't get that close to people. Maybe he can't. You know what I mean? Just. I don't know. I wish he could. I wish he could fucking trust somebody. I think he trusts Will. I think he trusts Will. What are we saying? Hoodie smells like sin. It does. This smells like cigarettes, weed, and Oasis on repeat.
I get it.
That's what it smells like.
I understand.
NDAs need to be signed. So we did talk about this. I think I don't know when I said it. I just don't think he realizes how big he is and what that brings into your circle. Yeah, I think he's still emotionally stunted from the jail and the fake victim and baby Clay and all those things. And I think he just
disgusting.
He doesn't.
It's not just him
alone.
It's everybody else's fault.
Why? You know what? If I leave Meredith alone, the only reason why I leave Meredith alone, because if I don't leave Meredith alone, she's going to be mean to him. And I don't want him to hear the shit. So if I'm not saying anything, I didn't delete spaces. Absolutely not. I don't.
The excuses are absurd.
Cause it be me.
Yeah, that's wicked funny.
I just think he needs,
right?
Someone
else's kid is funny to laugh about.
He needs some help. He needs higher security.
Gross.
Or something. You know what I mean? He just needs some help. He needs somebody to
help? No, he needs inpatient
kind of help or whatever.
In a jail cell.
He needs a bestie.
He doesn't have a bestie.
I have a bestie.
He has no real life friends.
Erin handles all my back end stuff.
Sorry.
She asks to do it. I tried to tell her she doesn't have to. And she's like, no, I'm going to make some merch. I'm going to do a website. I made you an email. I do this. I'm very lucky that Erin takes care of those things for me. She says it's fun. And I believe that somebody would find it fun to do it for Aiden. I believe he needs a ride or die 100%. And I'm busy,
he ain't going to get one of those.
So I can't do it. I would do it.
Come on.
Erin is asking if Aiden can pay her more than what she is getting from her job. And I will subcontract Erin out to him and she can take care of it.
Oh, please.
We don't need to speculate. Aiden has been fucked over so many times. I just saw someone say, I missed it. It said Aiden has been screwed over. He's been screwed so many times. It's who's next?
Fucks himself.
And I think that's why I got so upset when he called me
being a liar
and said, this because
Like, fuck out of here. Everyone fucks him over.
It's
Get
crazy.
the fuck out of here. He fucks everyone
I would
else
never.
over, and they tell the truth afterwards, and he doesn't like it. That's how it goes.
let me read some of these things. TB has a reputation now. If you can't be trusted, you find it hard to trust others.
But people leave him because he's so toxic. That's
I
why
don't
he
want
has
to
no real
believe
life
Meredith
friends.
leaked this. I agree. Erica would be a great writer. Erica is, but I don't know what she's doing where she could do this.
Hilarious.
His bestie needs to be a dude. Glera is his ride or die. Well, then he needs to relocate and have surgery on his knee so he can be a little bit more mobile and he can take over. Somebody put up the glare and relocate him up here. I agree. That would be a good fit. They seem to get along. Who drinks?
Please.
Glare drinks, does he? I don't know.
So, I mean,
Oh,
not
because they went
relocating.
and drank that night of the whole thing. I mean,
we don't want him here.
Aiden needs real people in his life
can
that
stay
can
in
tell him the
Tennessee.
truth and be trusted.
don't
Everybody
accept
needs
him
people
here
like
in
that in their lives. It's common decency to be a good human being. Facts. Glare is 100%. Erin could whip Aiden into shape. She definitely
He is
could.
fuck out of here.
Turtle Boy is going to prison. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Maybe. And
No,
I think
definitely.
Can you imagine?
Definitely.
I mean,
we can't imagine.
Turtle Boy is so fake. Can't listen anymore.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
He needs to
really.
Get the fuck away from Altman. Facts. Also, bitch, stop putting evasive posts on there. Write my name. I know
Invasive?
you're talking about me.
Invasive?
Ew. She put a post. Ew, ew, ew. And about she put up a post
Invasive.
about listen, Erin,
Like that's
I
the
would like
word
to
you
ask
used for
you
that?
a
Invasive?
question. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Your
she put-
fifis
yeah.
are hurt, Jess?
I have a question for my
Yeah,
best
fifis.
friend. Yes, please. Erin,
She doesn't like mean words.
how long have you known me?
Facebook friends. We were Facebook friends before we got to know each other. 2018, Parkland, after Parkland.
Do you believe that I have a fake confidence and that I'm not confident in myself and it's not real?
Yes. Fake.
Is that a real question?
Yes.
The answer is no. The answer is no. This is the full-on cockiness is 100% authenticity. This is the way. And if you look at any of her Facebook memories that she shares from 20 years ago, or when her kids just it's been the same Jessica since before I've known her. So no, nope. This is what you get all the time, friends.
Am I insecure, Erin?
I'm also going to say no.
Am
Yes.
I masking my insecurity with all of these attacks on people?
No.
Yes.
I'm going to say no to that one too.
Do you need help? Blink twice. Are you being held
No,
here against
no,
your will?
I'm not looking to. Do I need to put up one of those posts? I'm in a great mental state.
No.
There's nobody behind me. Like this is not like a flag for help. Blink twice, but I do that. No,
Someone said don't share Erin with anybody.
no. So nope. Next question. Next question.
I mean,
Any more questions?
this is weird.
Somebody said he needs a lesbian handler. That might work.
Maybe.
Listen, I'm not a lesbian, but there will never be. We're
He
never
also,
going
like I
that way
said,
again,
he
so
threatens people
we're
into
gonna talk.
submission
We're going
to simp for him.
We're going to fix him.
What do
He
you
literally
think
does that
about
So,
all of the drama this week?
I think she's just afraid to be attacked again. for a
Honest
second
answer.
time.
Am I going to ruin your
Thumb is
channel?
out. No, you're going to ruin my channel.
gonna ruin-
You've been right about everything. She was right about JFK.
So I'm in a unique position because I'm not part of like free Karen Reed, like it's the thing, I get it, but I had a very different job before this one. I couldn't watch any of this stuff. I couldn't watch the trial. So I didn't know any of these people. I remember when you went to go sign on with LTL, I didn't know who he was. I don't know.
Nobody cares
With
about that.
Aiden and protect him and do all these things and drive with him. And then you guys end up in a relationship and you guys get married.
Ew.
Did you realize this thing? You push these in? Oh, you did. All right. Are we done with this? Because I want to talk
My
about
sensory
the
friends,
public records
Nicola.
request thing, and then we're going to do a unboxing.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to the other part here. Hold on.
Why did I think that? What is the question? Why did I think that? Why did I say I think Nurse Kim heard what? But you didn't say why you think Nurse Kim heard it.
Yeah, that's what it says, dude.
I'm not giving you.
Not gonna say. Yeah,
Like, friends,
because Aiden told you.
has Jessica proven yet that, like, she was right about the LTL stuff? And I don't,
No.
Like,
I'll do it. A heavy, heavy, heavy cry, and then you have that like really headache and whatever. That's where we're in real life right now. Don't worry. I've got no credit. Give a name and I'll show. Everything sucks. It's like after, you know how you know what it feels like right now? You know when you have a really heavy, heavy, heavy cry.
You give
Hold on,
me
I'll do it.
fucking
A
headache.
heavy, heavy, heavy cry, and then you have that like really headache and whatever. That's where we're in real life right now. Don't worry. I've got no credibility. Okay, blah, blah, blah. When will people learn? Don't tell Aiden and Jess what to do. I loathe Mike. He's such a toxic biatch. Mike is underneath now because he's mean to me. Who?
Oh, for fuck's
Dina.
sake.
Up here. Dina's up here. Nick Rocco. Great one.
Go ahead. She's gonna go down here.
Nick Rocco.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Nick Rocco is just underneath.
Oh, why is that? Oh, because
Just underneath.
telling a little bit of truth about Aiden a little bit.
Just
Maybe that's why.
just a little bit. Just because of a couple things.
All right. To be fair, I'm an F-bomb dropper.
Anything else? Are we done? That was it.
That's
Nick
who I
Rocco
am.
released
I drop
tape.
lots of
Yeah,
F-bombs. I try to be better.
Nan Gallagher is up here.
But just saying.
No issue with Nan. Up here. Still up here. Not because she gave me money to start my studio. I just have no.
That's so disgusting.
She has not done anything to me. She's still above. So she would be here on the surface, but she helped get my studio off the ground with a generous donation. So she's up here. So she's not here. Oh, we should play Fuck, Marry, and Kill. That would be fun.
No.
Will. Will's right here.
No, there's no time. I drop them all the time.
If Will
9
goes to
a.m.,
the underneath, it's only
9
because
p.m. I don't know.
Kim.
Dropping F-bombs.
Nan Gallagher is trouble. I did not know that.
No, she is not.
Nan's besties with LTL, and I still keep her up here for now.
Okay, she
Who's
gave you
Melanie
money.
Little up here?
Oof.
Cheech? Cheech is way up. My hands go up.
I mean, I feel like she's trying to be
He
nice to
say
these people
yeah,
and help
and he
them.
say yeah.
And they don't have the means to do it themselves. But most of them
Um,
only care because she's giving them money, and that's the sad part. They're not actually trying to
Oh,
make a
Tom
friendship
CPU
or a relationship,
Under.
at all.
under. Where's Aiden? Where's Obama on your scale?
She skips right over Aiden, huh?
We down bad. Cheech is amazing. Aiden is here.
She
Only right
didn't
now.
just
We can
think
revisit
about it.
this, but he's been
A clown?
emotionally venting to me for the past 24 hours, and I don't love it. So he's up here right
The
now.
clown? Oh no, but like the
It's
simping
LTL.
is crazy. That's a real fact. WV girl, that is a fact.
He's down here. Broken Baker up here.
Ugh, that's
here.
horrible. If you
Meredith.
think Jamaica's up here, wow,
Ooh.
wow.
Do you think
your
the cops have
priorities
him
are
bugged? I think about that
fucked
every time I talk to him.
Wow.
Did I rate Karen now? No, I didn't. Karen's up here.
Oh, is she? 'Cause
She's with
trashed her.
Aiden. Her and Aiden are the same.
You trashed her last
Nathan.
time.
He gets extra for that face. Team Broken Baker, they are great.
Ugh.
What else? Anybody else?
He's a
This is
clown
fun.
who actually put a wig on and clown makeup to try to like insult
If you're
me.
missing,
Never
this
met
is-
the guy.
The
he doesn't
horizon
know
level
me,
is where we start.
but he's an Aiden simp.
And if you
He's
fuck
an
with me,
Aiden
you
simp.
go down.
He just
If
does
you're
what he
good to
thinks
me,
is
you
going to
go
get him
up.
views.
My husband?
He's gross.
Up top.
He's gross.
He's just under Cheech. This is fun.
I mean, that's gross. Who
Sean
does
on the
that?
golf.
Rape people.
Boo. Nobody's asked me about Olivia. Well, I mean, like, I don't know her that well, but like, she's right here. Happy to have helped her out. This is fun. She's right here. Olivia's right here. Esty.
Yeah. What?
Esther. Down here. Not real. Again, I
Not
called that
real?
shit out too. Just not real.
You're not real, Jess,
Joe Flip.
either.
Joe Flip
Sorry.
is down here, but he's coming
But I
up
don't
a
know why
little
you're
bit
coming at
because
Esty. Like, what
he
the fuck
has
did you
some
do?
mental
Oh,
health
that's right.
issues.
Aiden attacked her.
Kate Peter.
Go ahead. I dare you. Be honest, Jess. You talked to her, right?
For legal reasons, I can't say Grant. Kate Peter is down here.
For legal reasons, she can't.
Down
say Grant.
here.
Yes, she can. Stop it.
Low down here. But I have a professional connection to Kate
he's not a
Peter. She
lawyer,
came
and
on
he's
my
also an
show.
idiot.
I messaged her today. She's
He's an
down here
idiot.
for the person that she is. Microdots
Wow,
is
what a
up here.
dumbass.
Richie's up here.
Broke back.
I don't know who Christy Sertone is.
Crazy Christy?
Hi, Colleen. Welcome.
You know who Crazy
Welcome to
Christy
this.
is? You fucking know who Crazy Christy is. Stop it. Stop acting a fool.
Rate myself. Somebody's saying this is low level deflection. No, you
It
missed it. This is where we've been talking. This is about
is.
how I treat people. We start
How you
here on
treat
the
people?
horizon,
Oh,
and as
please.
if we connect and we do things, we go up. But if you shit talk
It is
me
pathetic.
and you call me a bitch in the mix, you go down. This is a thing. Bettero's up here.
Listen, I can run in 8-inch
Mazza
heels.
up here.
Don't fucking play me. I can run in them bitches.
And
That's
this isn't
fucking
rating
correct.
people. This is how
Years.
they are to me. What is that? James Jackson? He's right at the horizon. I don't know if he said any shit talking about me.
Go ahead.
No issue with him.
Oh, no. Go, yeah.
Mike Crawford down here.
Oh,
Get
Crawford's
well.
down there because he called you out a little? Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you are looking in the mirror at your own reflection.
Oh,
What's that girl? I constantly put in public records requests about her. She hates me. I am looking at my reflection. I hope you make up with Kim. She's one of the good ones. Well, I'm be waiting for her apology. Man, Gallagher's great.
I can't.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Patrick
Appreciate
Mahomes
you.
is his wife. She's loyal. She was with him before. Ronnie, the juror, bow tie juror. Bow tie. It's bow tie.
Nope. That's
Baby
definitely not what I
Clay.
said. Nope.
Baby Clay
That's
is
not how you.
in
That's
heaven.
disgusting.
Baby
That's
Clay's in heaven.
disgusting, Jess
Sue
Machado. You're a
O'Connell,
fucking disgusting
up here.
human being. If you weren't already disgusting, you're fucking disgusting.
Who is up higher, better, or they're both the same? I mean, Bradle a little higher
piece of
because
shit.
I know him. I haven't met Mark more than once or twice.
Likes to
James
day drink.
Jackson came in his chat and said that I was what? I don't
Bradle
care.
is
I'll pray
great.
for him. You will see you and Kimmy will end up tight. I maybe.
Sure.
Public records requests. I have a lot of them. Some of them I forget about. Still hasn't really signed on for the fact that he emailed me and not in the portal. Fine. Public records request and the process.
Who
Got
cares about that?
correspondence about, I believe, the fire department union or kid or whatever. That stuff gets blocked out, but anything else has to come as a public record
course she
request.
did.
It's gonna happen all at once.
I'm skipping this nonsensical
Lien
bullshit.
disputes, yes, will delay records of sales. That's
Just hold them because we're here. I mean, so checking on Saturdays, get all the.
very mad. Very mad. The cat is flying. Jeff is angry. And I said, I'm going to tell you something. If one of our dogs got out, there's very few people that I could call that would drop everything to come and help me find the dog. And Kathy is one of them. Okay. She is that person. Ride or die in a different way than Erin. Like she would not do this, but Kathy is a ride or die. And if I said, Kathy, somebody took my dog, she'd be like, she's that we ride at dawn person. Right. And
Nah, whose car are we taking? That's
Jeff and I go into
that's-
now.
that's
Jeff, and
for
I'm
me.
telling
Whose
Jeff,
car
calm down.
we
It's only
taking?
going to take us a little bit. Jeff is apparently looking at this as this is going to be an event for the night, and he
Really
just wants dinner.
is, Maestro,
He just wants
right?
to eat, and so it's saying
Right?
it's in the hotel parking lot across the street. I pull in the hotel, and I am very sorry to the woman that was in her car sitting there on her phone. I maybe looked at her like she had stolen a cat, so I slowed down and I was like, "Is this fucking cat in?"
Because you're a fucking creep. That's why.
Parking, and I don't really know the answer. I did talk to our town administrator today, blah, 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 blah.
Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares about any of that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Come on. We're buffering here. Hold on.
No way. Go clean the house.
I mean,
Tell Jeff where the seeds are. Jeff,
Yeah, she didn't open her message. She's really upset about that. Her fifis are hurt, so she pulled an Aiden.
What? What are you doing? Are you making?
It is a wicked cop out.
Best. I can't believe my husband is in the chat.
It's a huge cop out.
Oh, he washed the Jeep.
I can't.
He's telling us everything. Oh my god, this is so funny.
It's hilarious.
I die.
Who cares about that?
I don't know who had that made or if you had it made, but thank you very, very much. I'm overwhelmed actually. This week has been like the unboxings are so thoughtful. These are like they remind me of is it Jeff Kuhn? Who is that artist that does the like Mylar balloons for holiday? Don't get what you saw here today. It's a completely different Jeff Stee. Is it Jeff Stee? Is that how you say it? Somebody's joining the Jeff Stee movement and want to know. Thursdays are football right now. I don't think we can do Thursdays.
These are her sponsors who are sponsoring her.
They just never do
bro. That's so
hi
crazy to
Connor.
me.
Josh should.
That's just, I'm sorry. That's fucking cray to me. Now she starts it by telling you guys
That made me actually have to message Kate Peter this morning.
angry in the morning, like in the beginning here.
Boundaries and come at me 5 minutes before my show, and I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, but let it be known we're going to be instituting a no phone prior to each Saturday show.
Oh, please.
Don't call me.
I get messages
with your
while I'm
problems.
live. Like, come on.
Don't have your attorneys call me.
Attorney.
Last time that happened, now we've got merch. It's my whole life. Don't tell me what to do. Cease and desist. The faster you all get that, the better off you'll be.
Can you imagine the
To be honest with you,
so goofy,
I had to
dude.
literally step
Fucking
outside,
goofy.
scream, yell, punch a wall,
Wah.
cry, and
Aiden
then
yelled
get
at
my
me.
shit back together
Wah.
before I went on here. And it is nothing short of a fucking accomplishment right now.
Oh, where? Aiden yelled at me. Where? And then he calls her again during the show. That's the best part.
A
during
phone
this
call
show.
that ended the best spaces ever. We'll talk about that later. Not yet. We'll not talk. Yeah, 2 days in a row. And that made me actually have to message Kate Peter this morning, which, you know what? I don't have a problem with that, but I didn't have it on my list. I didn't have it on the list of things I needed to do today in the show. So we're going to take a Zen moment and just restart.
I mean, not only the entitlement, but the boo-hoo. Aiden yelled at me. Meh, meh, meh.
Do you need to go into the episode or
Then he calls her during this show.
hit my car? He walked into it. He didn't have to. It's a peacock.
Oh my God, this is her dumbass show and tell bullshit.
Can you imagine? No phone Saturday. So who wrote that? So I actually was going to challenge everybody. Could we do a complete no phone day tomorrow?
How the fuck
No
are they?
phone-
No, we
YouTube
cannot.
account, they want to know.
No, a whole day of no food.
Yeah,
Talk Taylor
sponsors.
Swift. We can do sponsors. Bless their hearts for wanting to do this.
Because we
It's like we're going on a trip. A Mercedes emblem. He took it off a car in the Highlands and he gave it to me, and I was too scared to show anybody, so I just kept it in my backpack. But what a flex that could have been for me.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Look at big flex.
Still the essence of songwriting and lyrics and music together. And I love that so much, obviously. And
Oh, you do.
is what's happening, okay? Fire Redwood. Our girl is finally like not dating soy boys. She's not dating beta males. She is in a engaged relationship with one of the most masculine, athletic men on the planet, and she is getting fucked apparently really well. And so this, yes,
Just hearing the crowd and stuff at the end and like going back to that last.
she actually, her voice in some of these songs,
Okay,
remember what I was going to say. Who else takes care of their fans the way Taylor Swift?
Oh, for
Is that
fuck's sake.
breadcrumbs pulled up there?
So right here.
So just put on the hoodie. Or you have to change out of it. You don't wear a shirt under your hoodie?
Right?
You don't wear a shirt under your hoodie? Oh my God, I can't even imagine what that would feel like.
No,
Terrible.
thanks.
Why did you make me big, first of all? Oh my God, we need a, anyway, I was not prepared for that.
She gets a phone
What I was
call
just gonna
from
say though is
Katie,
that she'll
right?
always go back to like, this is what I wished for. This is because of Sambas. So these, see, I mean, I don't understand
Okay.
the grades, you know, to the best that she can without stressing herself out. And that is her job right now. So she's very good.
Cool.
Howie Carr's show. And then in the comment section, I heard someone say that JFK was like shitting on the Glairer while on the Howie Carr network. And I was like, this
Travis
is
is
just
believing it.
not the content. And Mike is commenting
Yeah,
on
it
here
was
and said, she looked
Howie
me right
Carr's
in the
wife
eye
with
and
the
took my
cease and
money like
desist.
she did with LTL and Howie Carr.
Yeah,
Okay,
she'll flip eventually.
let's talk about that.
She
I
did make a
was
song. I told
covering
you.
Karen Reed last year, and I
Yes,
was
I'm
getting
yelling at you.
paid from Fall River Reporter a bare minimum
No,
of
they weren't
money. I'm not
paying
going
me,
to
and
tell
then they
you how
fired
little
me.
money I was making, but it was not a lot of money.
Well,
Okay.
trash them 'cause
If
they
my
fired you.
husband and I weren't together, it wasn't something I could survive off of. So there's that. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't go on and compete and do Facebook
So I should
lives
get
or
money.
Instagram lives or anything like that. I
This
did
is
my
crazy.
little spaces 24 on 24, and I didn't do anything. Okay. People came on and asked me to come on their shows, and I'm not an idiot. Okay. I watched you all make a ton of fucking money.
Mhm.
Okay. A lot of
yourself,
money.
bitch.
So why is it okay for you to make money,
Speak for
but not for me to make money and not steal your shit? But when I'm on your show where you're making money, can't you pay me to be on your show when I
No.
don't have a show?
No, bitch, no.
What the fuck?
No.
People get paid
entitlement
for
is
appearances
insane.
all the time. That round table
Famous
show that
people.
Sue O'Connell does
You're
on the
not
Karen Reed show,
famous,
people
Jess.
got paid to go on that. They got paid because Karen Reed was hot and everybody was going to listen. And so people got paid because the network gets paid because people are watching.
You're not a
So
famous
let's
person,
back it up.
Jess.
I didn't get paid from Brian
You shouldn't
the
have
first year
gotten paid.
at all. Maybe
Period.
he may have given me something. I don't remember, but I certainly wasn't getting paid. Before I went on his show, like the second time, I saw that Brian, I was not paying attention to this. I have no reason to
Sagittarius.
lie about it, and I'm not going to lie. You're going to
Sag.
hear some
Whoop,
shit that you're not going to like. Because this shit from Mike is like fucking ridiculous.
whoop.
She used to do all the same role as me. It didn't end well. Sour grapes, money making Mike was funny, and this was just gross. Fuck you, Mike. I'm so tired of these people. You know what? Brian would do lives, and
Bitch about LTL some
Lion
more.
and Brian would
Oh,
make a
Eagles pissed
donation
about the
of
Cowboys
I don't know if it was 20% or 25%
DUI
of what he
report of how
made
he's
during
producer.
the show to the Karen Reed Defense Fund.
22
Okay.
years old. Like,
And
fuck, nobody cares about
I remember I went to the Karen Reed Defense Fund one
Damn it,
time
the Sagittarius in here?
to
Come on,
look
guys.
at how much money she had. And then I realized you could see when people donated. And so I
Don't
scrolled
say.
down and I remember looking at Brian's donation. And I was like, that's 20% of what he made when I was on the fucking show last night. I was like, what? Is he making that much money?
It changes every
So then
day,
I
Jess. You
watched
should
a
know
little
that.
bit and I would see when I was on show, he would
Mhm.
get a lot of more views
Got
than when he
fired from the
wasn't,
Fall
he
River
didn't have a
Reporter.
guest. And I was like, so I'm bringing some extra views
Multiple
here because
places.
I was in the courtroom and I wasn't on
wonder
anybody
why.
else's show and he was getting views and making money off of it.
Yeah.
And so
You're doing
the
content.
next year,
That's how it works.
he wanted to lock
Hopefully.
me in as a permanent guest every Wednesday. And he offered to pay me. And he asked me how much I would want I gave him a number. That number was a little too high. He came down a little bit, and that's it. Okay? Can somebody please tell me what is wrong with me not being a content creator, not on YouTube, didn't have a channel, wasn't doing this,
Because you're
writing
not a
and live
famous
tweeting and
person
having
who
a
needs
job
to
as
be
part of a
paid,
news or
Jess.
I did get a contract.
This
I
isn't
have a fucking contract with
this
him.
isn't
Signed
mainstream
and
media,
dated.
sweetie. The fuck?
But I'm supposed to go and give my talent and give my inside reporting, which by the way, if do you remember what I had to do? Do you remember what I had to go through to get in the courtroom?
Where?
Do you remember that? So like I'm in the courtroom. Brian had every ability to go and get a
I think he worked
SJC
a
media pass.
day
He had
job.
every ability to show
So
up
he
and go to the
didn't 'cause
courthouse.
he had a
He
regular
didn't
job.
want to do that.
No,
He didn't
had a
want to do
regular
that.
job.
Whatever reason.
And I'm
He
not
had
a
a
fan of
job or
his
whatever.
at all.
So he,
Had a
instead
job.
of doing that, got the next best thing was somebody
A
who
day
was
job.
in the courtroom to come on a show and give real-time, valuable observations
Yeah,
about what was going on
absolutely
during the
she
trial.
did.
Okay, so there's that. And then he offered to pay me. And by the way, just so you know,
I don't know.
Brian paid Aiden. Okay,
Ew.
the very first time that Aiden
That's
was
gross.
going to go on his show, Brian paid Aiden.
Gross.
Now that didn't go on, but the very first time
That's fucking
he
gross.
paid Aiden. Aiden took the money.
Course
As a
he
matter of
did.
fact, he paid Aiden, and then Aiden got fucking arrested, and he missed the first day he was going to be on Brian's show. And LTL is just like, yo, when I already paid you, when are you coming on my show? The guy was just in fucking jail. I would have been like, keep the money, dude. You just went to the clink. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sounds like you
keep
got
the
a
money.
bigger
Just
problem
keep
on your
someone's
hands than my
hard-earned
show.
money 'cause you
But
committed
that
a
guy
crime.
is so fucking greedy and about the clicks
yeah.
and the views. He was like, when you coming on? I'm not kidding.
You're not
I
about the
believe it was
clicks, the
literally like
views,
within
Jess.
days of him getting
For
out
fuck's sake, be
and-
honest for once.
and asking Aiden to come on the show. So I'm not the first person
You
he offered
know,
money to,
DJ,
and I'm not the first person who
fuck.
accepted it. So there's that. Number two,
Well, you're not the first person, so it's okay.
I have every right, if I'm not a content creator and I'm not doing what I'm doing right now,
You got fired
to
from
go
all
and
your
say,
journalistic
yes, I would
jobs.
like
Why would
money.
anyone pay you?
Now,
Why?
that's what happened.
What
I don't care
talent?
if anybody cares if it's right or if it's wrong.
Come on, man.
After I signed that contract, that locked me into going on these shows all the time. And during those times is when I experienced what I thought to be unprofessional behavior from Brian
Oh,
to
really?
me directly. And I didn't like it
What's yours
because
like, Jeff?
I liked Will and I liked
Come on.
Mike. And I didn't like the way he would shit talk Mike all the time.
FYI,
That's what's
Jess
ironic
shit
about
talks
this.
Everyone.
It was actually
FYI
because
in
Will can
private.
kind of handle his own, but I look
Just
at
saying.
Mike as just kind of being like a little softy. So I kind of like took exception to it and him cultivating like this like cutthroat arena that all of these guys were in, and
The
which I wasn't
hypocrisy
in. And
lack
so
of
I was just kind of like whatever.
Fucking
But like
amazing here.
I mean, I went on 6 shows. I got paid $1,000. You guys think that's crazy? Do you know how much money Brian made?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
But he has a show, his own show.
Thousands. Okay. And so, like, whatever. So, Mike asked me to come on his show
Amazing.
after I signed my agreement,
amazing.
round 2. So, second year, second trial. Mike asked me to come on his show. And I said,
Nice.
son of a bitch. I read it. I think I read it on the show. I didn't want it to get back to Brian that I wasn't going to charge Mike. I felt that Brian,
Oh,
I could see how much money he was making. I could see that he was kind of just using me for the content and whatever. I didn't feel that way about Mike.
It literally
I thought it was
is.
like a very genuine
I haven't
ask
gotten
to
a
have me come
donation
on.
in like
And so I said to him,
2 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if anybody asks, I got paid to come on
I
your show.
fucking can't.
And
with
he
this
has
shit,
that message,
bro.
so he knows.
If she's gonna
And
act like
he
she
was
doesn't
like,
care
oh, well,
about the
can
money
I
and the
ask
clicks
like
and the
how much
views,
money
I mean,
did you
that's
get paid? And I
absurd.
told him and blah, 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 blah. I didn't say I wanted
cared
the
about
money.
just the money,
I
I
told
would've
him,
quit by
actually,
now.
I didn't want the money.
just FYI.
Mike chose to send me like
No, nobody does that.
a gift.
Literally
after
no
the
one
fact,
does that,
and I can't
except
remember
her.
if it was cash or like a Starbucks gift card or something like that. But like he paid me
No one does
$100
that.
or something, and I was like, "Thank you," but I wasn't going to ask for it, and I didn't take it. And I have every right to say that that's exactly how I did it because that's exactly what
Right?
it went, how
I'm
it
in my
went
own
down.
house, too.
So now,
Why rent an entire
yesterday,
office space as
my
a
beef is
studio?
with Howie Carr,
Use your
and not
fucking
even Howie
basement,
Carr, Kathy
fucking
Carr.
corner of your living
My
room.
beef isn't
like,
with Howie Carr. It's the organization
What?
of the Carr Network and what they did to me. And Mike saying I'm bitter and I've got a chip on my shoulder, rightfully so, Mike. They promised me a job that was going to be very lucrative for me and
Well, you
my
didn't get it.
family. And because I was named as a witness in a lawsuit to help someone who was being sued, I got dragged into a lawsuit. I did the right thing. I went and got deposed. I went and did the right thing. I did the right thing. And because I was named in that lawsuit, they fired me. So am I bitter?
That's not
Yes,
why. Stop it.
100%. Because it wasn't
Stop.
based on my talent, obviously. It wasn't based on what I was capable of,
Right.
obviously. And I think it set me back personally. And I had to like work harder to overcome that. Not to mention how much it upset me to have to go and tell my daughter that I lost the job. And I didn't do anything to deserve it. If because of this show I lose,
No, she doesn't.
yes. Yes. Erin's asking if she has permission to say what she wants in the comments. If I am doing the show and one of my advertisers calls me and says, I don't want to advertise with you anymore. I don't like your style and I don't like what you do. That is something that I did and I am deserving of that L. But what I gave to the Howie
Right.
Car Network, what I provided all the time, how
Pretty
hard
bad.
I worked to give them a quality product
Because everybody else
and
doesn't do
right
that.
for them and give them the clicks and the views. Fine. Getting canned
I know.
for something that I didn't do, or getting canned for doing even more so, doing the right thing when I was asked to do the right thing. Yeah, I'm bitter. And Mike not understanding that just means to me that Mike doesn't have like a soul at this point, because either that's the story or not. If the cars want to like change it up or they want to lie about it, that's okay. I've got the receipts on that and I don't want to deal with it or whatever. So there's that.
Cool story, bro.
And that's just, so, you know, now Mike is saying like I took his money. Dude, that's a crazy slant on the truth. That's a crazy slant on the truth.
No,
I have no problems with Mike other than what he's saying right here.
Right. Who the fuck?
Why are we?
I'm sorry.
You know, one of
I
the
don't
things
ask to be
Aiden
paid to
stood
go
out
on
to
the
me
people
in a
shows. Why?
conversation that we
That's
had like
clown
a couple
shit.
months ago was he was
I
just
don't
like,
shit.
we can agree that like we don't
No one
like a
does
person or we don't like something somebody does or says. Me saying yesterday on the live that I didn't like that JFK was on the Howie Carr show and that it was slumming for Howie Carr. Why is Mike taking that personally? Because he picked him? Okay. You don't take feedback? I take feedback every day in the comment section here. I hear it from people every day. And Erin will tell you, I don't delete anybody unless it's like super egregious. So,
please,
you know, Mike, like whatever. As far as the JFK thing, KF thing is going on here right now, I said my piece in the spaces yesterday about this guy. I feel like I need a whiteboard. Okay, so here's me. We're at this level right here in the middle. Okay, and then there's like everybody is above it.
good for him.
Okay, everybody's above this level when I start like interacting with the world. Okay, in this place, everybody's here.
Most people don't pay their guests.
We're in the middle. Welcome to the Jess Machado Show. Here we go. Jess Machado becomes like a reporter and covers Karen Reed, and then she does this right here. Here's Jess.
Okay, let's just like make something clear. Jess Machado's not a reporter. Okay, she doesn't report facts. She reports what she thinks is going to help Aiden at this point and has for quite some time now, and does not get to the facts. Okay, that's half the problem. She has a bias and she doesn't want to admit that she has a bias. Okay, it's that simple. Yeah, Crazy Christy is the lady that brags about living off child support. Yeah, that's Crazy Christy. You know, what talent, right? Publicly trashing people is not fucking talent. All right, going into a court and sitting there and being fired from the Fall River Reporter, it's not a talent. You know, I wasn't watching this, so if you were, probably should have at that point. But here's the thing, okay? Nobody asked to be paid to go on people's shows, and there's a reason why, FYI, Aiden doesn't tell people that he's, getting paid to be, because it's scumbaggish, bro. Scumbaggish. I don't care in 10 years if this channel has millions of views and I have millions of subscribers. I fucking hope that I find the smallest channels, couple thousand subscribers, not even a couple thousand, and have them on, right? Because I want to help boost other creators up. I know how difficult it is for small creators. It is fucking hard, dude. It is extremely hard. You do not get paid good, right?
You're basically breaking even. You might make like 50, $100 after you break even, after all the costs, right? It's not a lot, and it's not really worth it for the time that you put in. But if you don't put the time in, you can't grow, right? So for me, it's like you got to keep at it, right? You got to keep at it. That's what I do, right? I keep at it no matter what. And I have been smeared and lied about until the cows come home, which affects my growth, right? There are people who literally just think I'm a horrible person because some idiot online told them so, right? And there are a lot out there just like that. That's a hard hill to come over, right? But I believe in the truth, and I believe in building a community. And that is why I have the community that I have of these amazing, awesome people, right? I adore my community. I make actual friendships and actual real life relationships with the people who come into my chat. They'll email me, they'll DM me. After a while, I'll just give them my number because it's easier that way. And because I want them to be able to get a hold of me if they need me, right? Obviously, if I was a much bigger creator, I wouldn't just be giving out my number to everybody, but I would at least try to answer everyone, right? I try to answer everyone. It might not be quick, but I do. I answer everyone. To sit there and say that you should be paid just because you watched the trial, so did everyone else. I have been doing this trial longer than she popped in somewhere in the middle of like trial 1. Okay? Long before she had anything to do with this. You don't just get paid because you think that you're someone, right? Well, you're going to pay me to be on your show because I think that I'm important and I think I'm worth value. This isn't mainstream media. People don't just pay people to come and guest on their show. You guest on people's shows because it's the right thing to do. And it's a way to help build each other up or help build us a bit smaller channel or even a bigger channel because some of your viewers are going to like that guest and want to follow them too. You help each other out, right? To demand to be paid is crazy. Crazy, dude. That's crazy shit. You shouldn't be demanding to be paid unless you are a content creator and you have subscribers in the millions. That's and some of those content creators don't ask to get paid. I mean, that's their views and their super chats and their donations are more than enough. They don't need to be paid. The how important she thinks she is amazing to me. It's the level of importance that the sewer turtle thinks he is, right? We're talking about way high self-worth, but really low self-esteem. That's a huge problem. You know? That's a huge freaking problem. Of course. But she said it unless it's really egregious, right? That's what she said. Oh, man. No, that's the thing. It's organic, right? Like, I'm not pushing it. Maybe we'll get a couple more viewers when the Brian Walsh trial starts. That one's starting soon. We're covering that one. It is what it is. I don't know Erin. I can't say anything about her. I don't know anything about the woman. And I don't want to hate on someone I don't know just because she's sitting next to Jess Machado. I don't know her. Jess is a different story. That's a different story. A completely different story. I know it takes a while. It takes a while. I don't blame you, Carol. I don't blame you. So there was a lot of just gaslighting, trash talking. I'm done with this. I can't stomach much more. I'm sorry. But I showed you guys basically everything that she, whined about. Aiden called her in the middle of the thing, bitched some more. He accused her of sending that screenshot of Karen's text where she says, show the whole world this, Aiden, go ahead, because you're just a hateful, mean, angry person, and make sure that you screenshot it and send it to everybody so they can know who you really are. And so Aiden accused Jess of doing it, flipped out on her, screamed, yelled, because that's what he does. He doesn't talk. He screams and yells, flips out, demands. That's what he does, right? And I'm sure she was so upset, she says, that she had to punch a wall and flip out and scream and cry. And like, he's fucking sewer turtle. Who gives a fuck? Wash your fucking hands and let it be, bro. You don't got to simp up the guy's ass because you're afraid of another blog. Because let's be real. He wrote a blog about you. You said it was all lies. Everyone else says the same thing. Can't just be everyone else, can it? Right? Common denominator is him. Common fucking denominator is him. All right? Bottom line.
It is not okay. He's a scumbag. He's going to turn on you and the glare and everyone else left in his little circle, because now he doesn't know which one of you fucks is doing this shit to him. So he doesn't trust anyone. And one by one by one by one, he's going to turn his back on each one of you and start trashing each one of you. He also needs content. He's running out, folks. He's going to have to start going back to trashing people at this point. Doesn't have any content left. He can't do court cases because he can't even read the fucking legal papers. You know, he just can't. But I have been here 3 hours and 26 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this baby up in a bow. I'm hungry. I want a nap. I got to do some laundry before school tomorrow for the kiddos. But I will be back tomorrow. I have not decided what time because I have something I have to do early in the morning. And I got to put my kid on the bus, obviously. I mean, that's what's like happening at this point, right? Like, it's what's happening at this point. But I will be back in the morning. I'm sure there'll be some shit that happened in the meantime. There's always some shit that happened or more information I get or, you know, whatever. So be it. If you'd like to donate to the channel and you're catching us on the restream or, you know, your replay crew, of course, or you just don't want to do it until the show's over. Some people choose to only donate like when the show's over because they want to remain anonymous. You can donate while the show is live and I will just read it as anonymous. You can just rate anonymous in the box. Or if it's Cash App, you just do the little face with the money tongue and I'll just read it as anonymous. But make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button if you already haven't. There's, you know, 1,006 of you watching, 848 over on X. So that's a lot of you. If you're enjoying the content and you're watching on X, I'd ask that you do that one solid favor. Come over to come over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button and hit the little like button. I'd appreciate that. And if you can donate, that's great. We're a small show. We depend on the donations of our viewers. Or maybe you feel like you want to support the channel, but you have like a credit card or something. And you're like, you know what? I want to do a wish list. Cool. We have an Amazon wish list. We have some stuff for my kiddo's birthday that's coming up. We're doing like an indoor luau for Stitch. She loves Stitch. And then we have some Halloween stuff for the Halloween party I have for the kids and the adults. And I need a bunch of that stuff. So, and then there's basic everyday needs on there. There's all sorts of stuff. You can pick and choose whatever it is that you feel comfortable sharing, because it's always nice once in a while to be like, oh, hey, there's a little package on my porch, you know? And some people prefer, like, that's their way of like showing they care or supporting the channel. And that's okay too. You know, whatever way you choose to support us, we appreciate it no matter what. I love your stinking faces. I will see you all in the morning. So any donations I get that are tonight after the show and I'm not live anymore and you guys are watching it again, I will read tomorrow when I see you guys. So I love your faces. Everybody be good. Have an amazing Sunday and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.